valmis antamaan kaiken puolesta uudesti syntyvän maan. Edessä uhrauksia, mutta määränpää oikea. Olit valmis antamaan kaiken elämän kirkkaana liekkinä. Ei elämää lammaslaumassa, vaan hetki leijonana villinä. Pukueessa kirkkaat soinut voimua. Kädessä jokaisen uskollisen sotilaan. Kaikuu nimi toverin, joka kohtasi kuoleman. Nimenhuutoon joukko vastaan paikallaan.
Based Hooligan Podcast, episode 17. All right, let's get into it, man. We're covering the works.
You're not gonna fucking say hi to me,
dude. You're
not gonna introduce your co-host.
Yeah, I'm bad with the.
It's just me, it's just me by myself.
You guys already know. Rune's in the house. Rune's here.
Hi.
What's up, man?
I'm good. I just did a mighty battle with a brown reclusive spider on my desk. He didn't want me to do this, but he is no more. I'm gonna leave him there as an example to his people, not to fuck with me.
Fucking epic, sick battle.
It was an epic. Yeah, it lasted 2 seconds.
Hell yeah!
I killed him with one of the books we talked about in the last episode, and that's called a callback in the business, folks. That was a great episode. The last one was really fun. Got a lot of good compliments from friends that checked it out.
Yeah, that was really fun, and especially since I recorded that literally on like one of the worst days of my life, literally. So I was completely and totally checked out. But
yeah, you were not feeling good, but you did a good job. Like I had a close friend figure out who we were on that episode, and I think I told you that. Like, I don't tell my friends I do this. They find out organically, and people have known me like 20, 30 years. They'll fucking text me in the middle of the night. Dude, what the fuck? You do a podcast? So one of my oldest friends for like 25 years, he knows who he is. He's probably listening right now. He's like, dude, are you the based hooligan? I was like, no, I'm half the podcast. So, and he's like, this is great. He like went back. So I'm glad we got some new listeners on that one, because I think that episode was really special. Like, it was a lot of fun to do, even though you didn't feel good. Like, I think you did a good job, and I think we did a good job. Like, because I got to talk about most of the stuff that I wanted to, and then like we got some good feedback, and as always, people gave us really, really good recommendations. Like, the feedback we get back is always good. Like in the comments, where be like, "Oh, you like this? You should check this out." So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, if I could say so myself, and kind of pat ourselves in the back. Our comment section is probably the smartest comment section of any of the metal YouTube content out there.
Yeah.
And with that said, you know, I think we were talking about this week, and we don't really. So we're kind of, and rightfully so. And this is something that we are actively and willingly not involved in. We don't involve ourselves in like any of the YouTube or even social media metal content, if you want to call it that.
It's lame, dude.
We are far and above just removed from that. But with that said, you sent me this video this week of this guy. This YouTube channel is like the Christian. It's like the Christian metal guy or something. I don't know. His like YouTube channel is like Christian Collects Extreme Metal or some shit. And he was talking about this YouTuber whose name is Melanie Loves Death Metal.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's back up for a second. Yeah. First of all, our mutual friend sent me that link, and I watched a couple minutes of it.
The king of all trolls.
Yeah. I watched a few seconds of it, and when he got to the where, I'll say that in a minute, as far as I got into it is less than a minute I got into it. I shut it down and I read a synopsis, but like
completely, like, okay, first of all, let me lay the groundwork for the story. So essentially, she did like a sale of like a ton of records, I haven't looked into what record she was selling, but judging based
it's all
off
styro. It's all styro and like new. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was gonna say, judging based off like the content of her channel, it's all completely irrelevant junk. Nothing that like a serious like record collector would even like, look twice at. It's all complete like 2024 Relapse Records death represses.
Yeah,
and that kind of shit, and like modern Hell's Headbangers represses, and nuclear maybe some Nuclear War Now shit. I don't know, but that kind of ilk stuff that you can find on Discogs. Like anyone with a pulse can find this stuff. So I guess she was selling off a ton of stuff, took the money, and then just completely skedaddled and hasn't sent out anything. You said
skedaddle. So what her thing is like, so she buys stuff. She's a consumer. She consumes the product.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. Supports the scene. She supports the scene. And then she buys it, takes pictures of it, and she gets the dopamine rush from posting it on her Instagram. She gets the, people tap the screen twice and to show that they also like that. They probably post a fire emoji. And then like after when the algorithm has changed for the scene and like this band that doesn't sound like whatever band is popular, but like fifth rate of that isn't popular anymore, she sells it because she always gets the color version, the colored variant. And or like last year or the year before, and like online, and she like sells her stuff that's not cool anymore to her, that's not popular on social media anymore. Like for example, like Go to War record stuff was really cool a few years ago. And like she would buy all that stuff, and then like, yeah, I'm sure she doesn't sell it when it's not popular to like buy it now on fucking Discogs for like 3 times as much money as what you paid for it. Like she sells it. But go ahead, you finish it. But that's her background. I'm not gonna say too much more negative about her, but because I don't want to talk too much shit. But go ahead. We do have some positive things to say about her.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna say what she did was fucking badass and represents the true burning spirit of the underground.
Yeah,
whereas
dude.
you take the money and you just never ship it.
Hey, you never send packages, man.
Yeah, if you can tell someone's a pleb, it's like, oh, they're ordering what is this, Spiritual Healing 2024 pink splatter vinyl. They're a total pleb. You should have already had this. What the fuck? You're buying a 2024 press? I've been over that record for 15 years, and that record was already irrelevant when I bought it. But back then, you could get a first press because no one gave a shit about death.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, everyone fucking loves and blows Chuck Schindler.
Yeah. Chuck Schuldiner.
Yeah, Schuldiner.
Gay Jewish icon Chuck Schuldiner.
Yeah, everyone sucks off that dude. So now Death Records.
He's safe.
Yeah, now Death Records are super valuable, but even like no one gave a fuck about that record.
Yeah.
Even like I would say like 10 years ago, no one cared.
Yeah.
So you could have bought like a first press, for like maybe like $40, $50. Now it goes for like $200. That to say is the plebs buying modern represses of those kinds of records. They're fair game. You can rip them off all day. That's the base Hooligan stamp of approval. You just rip. So don't. If you're selling cool shit, obviously ship stuff out, because the stuff that you and I sell,
you shouldn't rip people off. That's a no.
No.
You should not rip people off. But if you're ready to fucking crash and burn your life, which is I think what happened to her, is then dude, fuck yeah, that's the true spirit of metal, because it's the biggest middle finger. Because scene ethics dictate that you don't rip people off. You don't do that if you're actively involved in the scene. But if you're like, fuck this, fuck the underground, fuck metal, I'm gonna go be this fucking lesbian mom, divorced mom now with my kids, like I don't want to do this anymore. She like grew up or something. Good for her, man. Like then she ripped these people off. So I'm gonna keep this and like spend money on, because she's like a Disney adult too. So like
that's awesome.
But like, it really, I don't know why she rips people off. Her whole thing was like, treat people like you would be treated. Be nice to each other. Be excellent to each other.
That just shows that whole, and there's a lot of people who present themselves this way, especially in kind of the normie metal sphere, as like, can't we just all get along, guys? Ugh. Like, that's just all a fucking facade. deep down they're harboring some sort of dark shit.
You're angry too. You just hadn't gotten there yet. You haven't lived long enough to hate life. That's what I tell people all the time, like my job and stuff. Like you haven't lived long enough to hate life yet, man, or hate the world at least. I love life. You haven't lived long enough to hate the world yet. That's the thing. Like, you got to grow up a little bit before you fucking hang out with me, man. Because it's just, I can't do it, man. If you're really happy and you want everybody to get along, you don't get it yet, man.
Yeah, there's something suspect about that.
But you're in a bubble.
What I was trying to say earlier is obviously, you know, if you're into this music shit and you're selling stuff through whatever means, Discogs, Instagram, eBay, etc. Obviously, you ship stuff out. But I was kind of being facetious, where it's like, yeah, rip off the plebs that are buying your bullshit modern repress, you know, because who cares? They're probably just dorks who just got into this shit anyway. So yeah, take the money and run. Fuck it. That's the that's kind of what I thought was badass about it. It was like she was doing, you know, taking the money all day, and then when it comes time to ship the stuff out, it's no reply. So we salute you, Melanie. What you did was badass.
Yeah, I don't know her by anything other than her styronym of Melanie Loves Death Metal, but good for you, Melanie Loves Death Metal. And that guy, he's so fucking, he was so cringe. Like, I didn't know he was like, he had a Christian shtick behind him, but he's like, I got far enough for him to say, like, I joined the extreme metal community about 3 years ago. I fucking insane. Fucking tapped out. I was like, dude, you said community. We're out of here. But like that word's like your kryptonite, man. Yeah. Did you watch the whole video? Did you get the gist of it? Like, I don't know how many did he do, like a whole like play by play like autistic fucking rundown, or did he, you know, because I think the video is like 30 minutes long. We're not gonna give the address or the name. You can find it yourself, man, because he doesn't deserve it.
Well, but, basically, it was what we already said. She took money for orders, probably dozens of orders. And it sounds like probably thousands of dollars. And then
do you think it's that much? I was in my mind, realistically, I thought it may have been like $150, $200. But if it's
no, that was for like one order. I was reading, there was a guy who was like, I sent her $180 for records and she hasn't shipped it. I sent it to her in February.
Oh my god. That's the oiest of vays. If it's over it's like grand larceny. If it's over $500, you've committed the oiest of vays, dude. You've taken the money, but we still salute you. Don't get me wrong, but that's real fucked up, man. Jesus Christ, somebody better be hurt. You know, to like, you know, there better be a reason, because like, the other thing about the community and the scene is that that all these people talk and they're all friends with each other. So if you do them wrong, the word's out, man. So
that's what I think is hilarious, is that we're not a part of any of it. Like they I'm sure they're aware of us, and they probably fucking despise us based off what we cover. But,
no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking like, she's done, dude. Like if someone has posted this on Reddit, then the whole community of the fucking underground knows, and like, so she can't come back. She could come back and say like one of her children or her wife or something was like injured or something. That's the only thing. But like, you can't fucking rip people off, dude, and then expect to be cool with people. Like, that's some Black Jude stuff.
Dude, last year my house. Ugh. No, I was gonna say my house flooded last year. I was still shipping out packages during that.
Yeah, I remember.
Like, there is no.
You're all angry.
Yeah, well, there is no excuse to not ship stuff out.
Yeah, man, do it. You got to do it.
It's called
I'm late right now with somebody, but I apologize to him today. Yeah.
Have agency, people. Okay, read the bell curve. Be a full standard deviation above the people that we are against. That means having
piss and vinegar agency tonight, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
So we got some other stuff to talk about. Like, this is we are truly the fucking bringers of death, man. Like, every time we do an episode, somebody fucking dies. So in order of importance here, we had I can't pronounce this guy's real name, Nick Bugas. Bugas.
Yes.
aka A. Wyatt Mann, who's a famous cartoonist. We're not gonna go. Well, he did the art for Answer Me and a lot of other stuff. He created the Happy Merchant meme. If you're not familiar, that's a big influence on us. And he was a good dude. I met him the first time I met.
You met him? That's cool.
Yeah, he was at the first
What
time
was he
I
like
met
in real
Jim
life?
Goad. Did you see that? Have you ever seen a picture of him?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, he acts about like he looks. He's kind of very
like,
quiet, and very cool. He may have been sketched out though, like thinking like, what if this person's gonna harm me? Because
yeah, I've heard he really played it like close to the chest where he wasn't really too outgoing. That's him and Jim Goad.
Yeah. But he was really nice, man. He was at that thing in Georgia I went to. It was in Stone Mountain, Georgia, I think. Or maybe it was in Chattanooga. I forget, man, but it was somewhere down south. And cuz he lives in Stone Mountain and he didn't have to travel that far. It was where he played with he played in it was like a rockabilly kind of stuff. But and he did a speaking and stuff, but yeah, he was there. And that was very cool. But yeah, big influence on us, obviously, because of Answer Me and the artwork, and it brings back that underground spirit. And it's really sad. He died this week, right? He died like a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Tim Curry died today. Who you can say what you want. He did some he had some hits and misses, but he was in the original Rocky Horror Picture Show, and which now has become part of the aforementioned spectrum. But like back in the day, that was true subculture. And like when I was 15, 16, I used to sneak out and pick up my girlfriend, and we would go
extremely subversive too when it came out.
Yeah, exactly. And like, man, it's been like that was a lot of fun. Like, and it was true weirdos and outsiders that would go to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And he played a tranny, but it was like that wasn't in the fucking nation's conscience, it wasn't in the global consciousness yet, so it was fucking weird. And he did really good. But my favorite performance of his was a little bit more minor, but he was in that movie The Shout that we covered on our movies episode. He was really good in that, and he's been great in a lot of movies. But he died today. And then
Muppets Treasure Island, he was good in that.
Oh, he was on that. And I love the Muppets. Like, if it's the original Muppets and it's not this new shit, like, I fucking watch it, dude. Like, the Muppet Show, our mutual friend, another friend of ours, compares myself and our mutual friend, the greatest troll of all time, of the two guys that sit up in the balcony on the Muppet Show.
Oh, yeah, that's cranky old men.
That's you guys.
Yeah.
And then Dolly Parton died yesterday. And say what you want. She's a legend. She's a legend of country music and a legend. She had some, man. She started support. I found out sadly she was a big supporter of LGBTQ FAGIA plus fucking trans rights and shit. But I don't know. I think you got to look over that. Like, she was just a good-hearted person. She did some iconic music, but 3 people died, man. Like, this week. They always say they come in threes, but it always fucking happens. Somebody fucking dies and we do an episode. But the biggest loss of those 3 would be Mr. Boogus. Not sure how he died, but that's fucking sad.
Yeah, dude. So I was kind of I was talking with one of my buddies, and it's wild. The that whole like alt lit scene is gone pretty much. Peter Sotos is the last man standing.
Yeah.
Adam Parfrey, I guess, like, Boyd Rice is still alive, and some of those other guys.
Yeah, but he is not healthy. Like, he's older and he's not healthy. I mean, cocaine, and he fucking dips and shit, I think now, or I don't know, like tobacco use and drugs and alcohol. He's had a long, good life though, but man, he probably doesn't have too many years left. So, but I mean, Boyd Rice is a gigantic influence on myself. So musically and a lot of his art and output, but yeah, you're right, man. That whole scene. I mean, the guy from
they're gone.
from Der Bluthar, she passed away. He was in that musical scene, and same with the guy from the guy Blood Axis guy is still around. I can't fucking believe
Michael Moynihan.
Yeah, Michael Moynihan's still around. Thank God, he's still doing good stuff. And then
the whole like Marshall Industrial and like alt-lit, it was all connected at one point.
Yeah, because it was all subculture and it was all kind of, they all respected each other, you know, like. But yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks that we're losing them. But it's that thing, you know, like you get to a certain age and people around you start dying, you know. But it just sucks that it's people I grew up with, you know, like. And I also don't do that thing where it's like, you know, people die and then like social media goes nuts and it's just like all these posts and that's really just about that person. You're making it about yourself. We're talking about it here because these people affected the music we're covering, but like most people that like
talked
post
about them
memes,
before
they
passed away too. We mentioned, it's crazy. We mentioned Jim Goad a couple episodes before he died, and I believe also a white man.
Oh, of course, so. Yeah. We did him in the last episode in the books one. So
yeah, it's just wild too.
I do want to mention a very important author that I did not get to mention last time, and I'm really bummed because I think that people should check him out. The name of the author is New Juche. It's N-E-W, second word is J-U-C-H-E. Now, that is a pen name. That is not his real name, obviously. Some motherfucker's first name is not New, but he's got a very interesting backstory, and all of his output is fantastic. And if you want a good place to start with The Mountainhead. It is a fucked up book, but it's not like on purpose. It's partially true. I don't know. Do your own research. New Juche. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Really, really good stuff. The Mountainhead comes with the highest possible recommendation. But I'm bummed. I had that at the bottom of the stack last time, and I didn't get to mention it. So yeah, check out New Juche. And I mean, he's not like canceled or anything. I think you can get his shit on Amazon. So like Abe probably has it, but.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Oh, and there's another book a friend of mine just told me about like last night, and it's a newer book that I gotta add to my cart and consume. They have it on Abe, so don't go to Amazon. Even though someone in our comments told us that Amazon actually owns Abe,
yeah, I saw that.
but still, I still feel better ordering from them because I think that's just an aggregator. Like you're not giving any money to Amazon. But this book is called Chasing the Green Dragon. It's by Ike Vil, I-K-E. Last name is V-I-L. And it says French occult conspiracy, Nazi mysticism, and Gaston de Mingle's journey to the East. That shit looks so fucking good. And as soon as he told me about it, I added it to my cart. And I got to pick it up. But, dude, the fucking cover art, have you looking at that right now, or are you going to check it out? Like, have you seen it? Dude, that cover art goes fucking hard as nails, dude. Like, it's really so cool. Fucking killer. But, yeah, that is definitely my next read.
I've seen this posted around. I did not realize it was a newer book.
Yeah, it's pretty new, man. Like, you can get it, hardcover or paperback. It's like, and it's not that much difference. Like, and you can get it through, regular channels. So, read the synopsis. Don't just go buy it. But you may not be, people that are listening, you may not want to check that stuff out. But I think it looks fantastic. The guy that told me about it he works at a bookstore that's like, and he knows what he's talking. He's the guy that told me about the fucking dude that did oh my God, the guy, I can never remember his name. He did the book about the shit in the desert, the days about Charlie, and he did some stuff about MK Ultra. You mentioned it last time.
Chaos, right?
No, not Chaos. No. It's somebody that you were into.
Yeah. That's Dave McGowan.
McGowan, yeah. He's the one that got me into that guy. So yeah, Program to Kill.
Weird scenes in the canyon.
Yeah, weird scenes in the canyon and Program to Kill. He told me about those movies.
Which Program to Kill? All of that shit in that book is absolutely true. I'm convinced. Every serial killer is a part of some sort of clandestine, bizarre secret operation. Look up The Hand of Death. Henry Lee Lucas. Why the fuck did Henry Lee Lucas receive clandestine military training from the government in the late 1970s? It's real. It actually happened. They trained serial killers to create subversive antagonists to keep the lumpen prole down. in society. And so they unleash these serial killers onto us, so that way we'll be terrified and afraid. Serial killers don't exist; they're created by the government. So
I believe you, man. Isn't Hand of Death kind of hard to get? Like an original.
It's very
copy?
hard to get. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have
it's
a
about
PDF
Henry Lee
of it.
Lucas receiving military training.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder why. I wonder why it's hard to get.
You're not supposed to know about that guy. Oh my god.
That's such a killer fucking. That's such a killer fucking name, and Henry Lee Lucas is like, it's such a brutal fucking killer too, man. Like that movie Henry is fucking brutal. I don't know how much of that is based on reality. Not that any of it's real. It's all fake and gay, but it's you know, he actually did kill people, but he had that toady that was weird, you know, that like
Otis
all of it's
Toole,
fucking
or Otis Toole. I've heard it pronounced both ways, Otis or Otis. I don't know. It
depends on what part of the South you're into.
Exactly.
It's a very southern name.
Otis Toole. But yeah, he became known as the confession killer because he just confessed to basically every homicide from the late 60s to the. But apparently, Do you know about the whole thing with Otis Toole, like, confessed to the murder of that guy that started America's Most Wanted?
America's Most Wanted, his son?
His son, yeah. So his son
that.
was allegedly killed by Otis Toole. But there's also people who think that potentially Jeffrey Dahmer could have killed him because when his son was killed, that's when Jeffrey Dahmer was living in Florida. But all these guys are all connected. They're all. The fact that Jeffrey Dahmer, and you can look this up. Jeffrey Dahmer had like a $6,000 laptop, and he worked it for like pennies at a chocolate factory. How the fuck did he afford that?
Man, that like that documentary you sent was killer. Like even the Netflix thing, even though it was zogged out, you know, the show about him or whatever, like about like it was still very entertaining. And then what was that one movie they made a couple of years ago? It's called like My Friend Jeffrey or something like that.
My Friend Dahmer.
Oh yeah, it wasn't very good.
That was originally like a comic. The guy who wrote it actually went to high school with Jeffrey Dahmer.
Who's the bind torture kill guy? Or
BTK?
Is he the guy that has there's like extensive YouTube stuff on him where he would like he had like serious torture shit in like his garage and stuff. Was that him?
Well, there's also the Toolbox killer.
Toolbox, that's the one. That guy, man, he got the crazy Israeli training, man. He was fucked up.
Oh yeah,
I think that guy truly enjoyed what the rabbis were feeding him, man. They programmed him, and he was like, really "No problem, boss." Like,
well, he was like he was the OG.
I'll pick up the bagels, man. Like, let's go.
Yeah, so you know how these days the CIA will basically find some poor simp like 15-year-old dickhead online and send him one too many spicy Pepe memes, and then all of a sudden he's like, I must defend the white race and go shoot him.
Yeah.
That he received that Toolbox killer received the first version of that hypnosis.
They
probably gave him one too many of those trucker mags that have like bondage shit in them.
That they're getting sloppy with it though, because like, or either that they just know that we don't care, because like they got like black dudes and Mexican dudes like falling for the spicy Pepe meme shit. They're like, gotta defend the right. I'm racist and all this other stuff. I don't like Jews. I'm gonna kill people. I'm gonna blow up this man's fucking Tesla. And like it's just crazy. Like it's so indiscriminate now, man. It's because the Goyim know. The Goyim are waking up.
It is bizarre. Yeah, you have these black white supremacists, which is like, interesting.
Well, one of my favorite recent ones is the guy in one of my favorite conspiracy theories is the guy from the Vegas shooting that shot all those people from the window.
Yeah, Stephen Paddock
at the country festival or whatever. It's like that. Like they still don't know. They, quote unquote, they, with like several parentheses around it, don't know. Like there's got to be somebody. There's too many people. Like there's that weird shit.
Memory hold.
Oh yeah, dude. Like he had that woman. I don't know if it was his wife or his girlfriend or something.
Thai.
Yeah, and like
Filipino
they're like,
or something.
He's like, I'm gonna meet with this high-end arms dealer. No big deal. Like totally not worried about all the security that's already in place at that particular thing that overlooks this gigantic fucking festival. Like, oh, that's not suspect at all. And like, I'm gonna totally get away with this.
Yeah, and people who were there heard literally like 3 machine guns. There were helicopters swirling overhead, firing machine guns, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, it was one 65-year-old man in a hotel alone, and so allegedly, there was like he would have had to have fired thousands of rounds. There was only like a few hundred expelled rounds, and very strange, very weird.
Yeah.
And the security guard who allegedly stopped the whole thing, he did one interview on Ellen and has not been heard from since. He literally, you cannot find him. He dropped off the face of the earth. So it was like, was this guy like an actor? I think was just some. Do what?
No, I didn't know Ellen was still had a show when that happened. I guess it has been a few years, but wow, he did. What a weird place to do an interview. Ellen, of all things.
Yeah, he immediately. So he was allegedly the security guard that like saw the whole thing go down. So he did one single interview with Ellen, and it has not been heard from or seen since.
Well, she's part of that whole thing. I mean, she was on Jeffrey's Island. You know, exactly. Yeah, she put that into place.
Yeah, that whole thing was very strange, but
very, very strange. Anyway,
let's talk about the man of the hour, the guy we're going to be discussing his work for. So, if you're looking at the title of this episode, we're covering Clandestine Blaze, basically some of the selected works of Mikko Aspa.
That's what you should name it. Like, I think is the selected works of Mikko, because we're not going to cover all of it. Some stuff I don't even want to mention on here because people have told me like you probably shouldn't talk about that band, and I just don't want to get flagged or whatever. But I mean, we'll talk about the more metal ones, you know, and the ones that are relevant to this podcast. But yes.
Yeah, so I was gonna call him. He's the Finnish Svengali of the underground, because he kind of has his hands. He has his hands in all forms of underground art. Just forget metal. He's any sort of subversive, extreme, transgressive art. He has touched it in the last 30 years. He is, and
it's not in a try-hard way either. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it doesn't seem like, oh, I'm gonna do this now because it's cool. Like it's just like he's just obsessed with. Like he has a store, you know, he runs 2 different labels or maybe 3, sometimes 4. Like he's got like the grind one, he's got the black metal one, but you know, it's kind of all over the place. Which I don't like everything he's done, but like you have to. I have a deep respect for him. You know, the guy.
It's relentless. His work ethic is crazy, and I was just looking at
absolutely.
And so we can just kind of jump right into it. So let's. I just want to talk about looking and reading kind of the history and listening to the history of Clandestine Blaze. I think people take that band for granted. The work is so sprawling. He's been doing it since, when was the first Clandestine Blaze? Was it 99?
97?
Oh, 97. Yeah,
I think 97 from the demo kind of. Well, yeah. Well, he started in 97. Demo came out in 98.
But first full length, Fire Burns in Our Hearts, 99, and he's still basically like clockwork. Every 2 to 3 years, he releases a full length for Clandestine Blaze. And just listening from the beginning to he did a full length in 2025, Consecration of the Blood. It was because I had never sat down and listened to all the full lengths, and I listened to them in sequence from the very first to the most recent, and it was fascinating hearing his progression, both as like a musician, hearing his guitar songwriting get better. Obviously, he gets better like as his output. The more black metal he writes, the better he gets. But there's also a consistent Clandestine Blaze pocket that he has maintained this entire. So it's fascinating that he kind of found the voice of this project pretty much immediately, and there's still remnants of the very early stuff in his current material, but he just added so many extra layers on top of that, which forms what's the current iteration of Clandestine Blaze, and it's still all him, a one-man band. And for the time when that came out, so the Finnish, it stands apart from the Finnish black metal scene overall, because to me, I always forget, like, obviously Clandestine Blaze is a Finnish black metal band, but it doesn't. It's its own thing. It doesn't fall into that Finnish sound, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I've always found the project very, very fascinating. Obviously, because of his involvement, and also just like I said, I think people take the band for granted. Like you'll hear their name, you'll hear Clandestine Blaze kind of thrown around. I think when it comes to the I would say Decibel Omega for like the normies is probably the most known Mikko project. But Clandestine
He wasn't
Blaze
on the good stuff. He wasn't on the good stuff. He joined the band when it turned to shit. So
yeah, we can talk about that, but the Clandestine Blaze stuff I think is just totally cult underground shit. It's for the true heads only, because there's nothing there's nothing that like a normie would be able to latch onto in this band.
Yeah.
At all.
Well, so you said it doesn't, before Clandestine Blaze came around, I didn't like a ton of Finnish black metal, because like, you know how certain scenes have certain sounds,
Yes.
And the Finnish sound, like I really like Crimson Evenfall and Musta Surma, and like that has that sound, but it's kind of, the Finnish sounds, it was a little thin kind of, and then you had who else is like, oh god, who are some of the other big? I mean, obviously fucking Beharit, but I'm not talking about Beharit. I'm talking about more modern stuff. But you have Beharit, and then you had like Archgoat's part of the early stuff. So that's not really what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like the 90s era Finnish stuff. I don't really care for, because a lot of it's really weak, and I know I'm gonna ruffle some feathers, but like I don't like, I fucking hate Satanic War Master. I fucking hate any, like, Horna has exactly one good song, and it's the track from the split with Woods of Infinity, and like all that guy's other projects suck, like Behexen and fucking what's the other one that sucks? There's Behexen,
there's
Sargeist. Yeah, dude, Sargeist, Horna, and Behexen. That's all textbook styro, like, to me. And I know a lot of people like it. They're like, well, yes, but no, it's all bad, dude. To me. But Clandestine Blaze was different than that. And his only fault, in my opinion, was like, when Dark Throne does like a Hellhammer worship track.
Yeah, like slow.
Like I don't know if he still does it now, but like every Clandestine Blaze album has one of those. Like, yes, has a Dark Throne worshiping Hellhammer song, and sometimes they're good, but man, those are the only ones.
That's basically half of Fist of the Northern Destroyer.
Yeah, and that's when he started to lose me, dude. Like that album is good. I like the title track a lot. And then
hell of an album title too. That's
and the album cover too, and like, but Deliverers of Faith is just okay. Or no, wait, is it Church of Atrocity? No, Church of Atrocity is a little bit better. And then I'm gonna say this, and then I'll go back. And then Falling Monuments, I think, I can't remember. That might have been the last one that I thought was good. It was somewhere around in there. I definitely never heard. I think I heard Harmony of Struggle, but I never owned it, because it was just like, dude, it's the same thing. And then I never heard New Golgotha Rising. Actually, I did, because I had a shirt for that. But that album was pretty good, but he lost me around the time of Deliverers of Faith. And I know that's early, but like, dude, after he put out these 3 tapes, or 4 tapes, Below the Surface of the Cold Earth, Blood and Cum, Goat, and There Comes the Day. Like, those tapes were super limited, and they, like, I think they eventually came out on some archives. Yeah.
Yes.
That's like his best material, dude. I can't remember which one. It's either Below the Surface. It's either Below the Surface or Blood and Cum. One of those has just like some of his best material on it. And like, my favorite song from him is on On the Mission. I think it's the title track. Yeah. Tearing Down Jerusalem is good, but I think it's On the Mission, because I remember when that 7-inch came out. Holy fucking shit. Like the first LP had come out and it was killer, but then that 7-inch came out not too long after. It may have been the same year. Yeah, same year. Yeah. And I remember getting that, and I put it on the wrong speed. No. I think I put it on the wrong speed, and I was like, "This is good." And then I put it on the right speed, and it was like even better because it was like this. It's like this mid-pace riff, and it just kind of repeats over and over again. Fucking hell, that album is, or that fucking 7-inch is so good, man. And it's like one of those things where like you just want to keep flipping it over and over again. I know 7-inches aren't cool anymore, but that 7-inch is fucking great, and I'm glad it came out on. I'm pretty sure that's on the archives too, but really good stuff, man.
I have that archive series, the LPs.
And then it was also the 7-inch was also included in the Northern Heritage box set, 7-inch box set, which was just like.
Do you have that?
Yeah, I wanted to get rid of some of the stuff, but like, because like I don't like owning anything that dude from fucking Satanic War Master, like he's in Pest, and like there's a Pest 7-inch in there, and then I think there's something else, but I guess that's it. Yeah, but yeah, there's some good stuff in there. Nightside is just okay, but I don't know, but it's got Bloodhammer. They're kind of hit and miss, but they're really good. They're a good band. And then yeah, I guess that's it. The other stuff is kind of just splits, or just I think there might be collaborations. I don't know. I'm looking at the track listing now. I'm not gonna go fucking grab that box. It's kind of flimsy. But anyway, but yeah, like that shit and like the spirit around that early Clandestine Blaze stuff was so fucking good, and it was like the realest shit, and it wasn't quote unquote cool, you know, like it wasn't cool yet. Now everybody's got a fucking Clandestine Blaze shit, and you wonder if they're really into the stuff behind it and like the ethics and stuff that goes into it. But it's back then it was fucking magic when no one knew what the fuck to think of that first LP when it came out. And because it's very mysterious because it's so monotonous. Yeah.
It just starts and does not stop.
And the cover is,
and I mean that in a good way too. It's almost this. It's like a swirling like.
Yeah. The cover.
It's like a conduit for brutal, chaotic black metal. And the cover is fucking.
The cover's
too.
It's full color, which was not cool at the time. Like that was like, but it's like it looks like terrorism. It looks like anti-Christian.
Yeah, it
terrorism.
almost looks like it would be like a Power Electronics.
Yeah, and it's fucking goddamn, it's fucking awesome, dude. And yeah, it's monotonous and it's kind of samey, but it's perfect. It is.
Do you know where that comes from? The clandestine, the guy throwing the piece of wood. Like, what is that?
I don't know. I always thought that was a cross.
Yeah, it might be burning, a cross.
And then I think he's throwing a grenade though. Okay. I don't really know. Well, I want to say that I may have seen the original
like
picture. That's what it looks like. It's either news footage or it was in a magazine that he maybe showed the source material for it in somewhere else. I may have. I wouldn't swear to that, but like someone may have showed me that. But I think the best, because it's a bit of a collage. It's got the text behind it and stuff. But it's a very, very iconic album cover. And the only thing wrong with it is it came out on fucking blackmetal.com. It was that's a whole other show. We're not going to go into that shit, but that's his biggest strike besides having the guys from Magua do his backing band. But anyway, I'm not
that's also
I'm not
just a time and place. That's a time and place.
I think it is. Exactly. But man, like that album when that came out, like it was like fucking nothing. It was like nothing else. I mean, everything sounded like Dark Throne. You can sound like Dark Throne, but how do you set yourself apart? And that shit is it was like, okay, this sounds like Dark Throne, but this sounds like Clandestine Blaze. So like the intro is like one of the best fucking intros ever, and like it's like that thing you said before is like, yeah, it's like when you say the name of the band and the song and the album like in your fucking in a song, like you say the name of the song or the name of the band in a song. It's so fucking hard, dude.
I love it, yeah. And it goes it's like a keyboard.
It's just a keyboard sound, and he says, "Fire burns in our heart, clandestine blaze," and then
it just goes straight
warfare
into
against organized religion, clandestine blaze.
It's so hard. And this is not me knocking the album. This is me praising it. It sounds like one song the whole time.
Oh yeah, like, it's great.
It's just,
I love it.
It's almost like a blur. You can like zone out to it and just walk in the woods while fucking harboring this. It's truly hateful music.
Yeah,
but
it makes you want to build a
trying.
fucking. Yeah, it makes you want to build a fucking wooden cabin in the woods and write a manifesto.
Yeah, it's primitive sounding.
Yeah, in a
but it's
very
not
good
that
way.
it's not the bestial primitive. Yeah. It's its own lane, which I always thought was so cool. Is that and like you mentioned, it doesn't feel like he's trying to be anything but writing clandestine Blaze material, and it stands alone.
And it's sloppy, like the drums are sloppy, and it's perfect. You know, like I love it. I love that it's sloppy. It's the best drums, dude. It's the
same beat the whole entire album.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. It's great. And there's almost no riffs. It's basically just droning. And obviously he's playing riffs, but you get what I'm saying. It's just like it's almost a drone the whole time. You can just zone out to it. The production is exactly what I want from this type of black metal. It's not too punchy, but it's all, you can still understand what's going on. Like stuff is, you can still make out stuff, but the mix is not polished whatsoever.
Yeah. Which is
very,
awesome.
very analog.
Definitely. I was going to say definitely record on a 4-track. So, but,
this whole era. So the first three, the Fire Burns in Our Hearts, Night of the Unholy Flames, and Fists of Northern Destroyers, like the early trilogy. That's the powerful shit right there.
Oh yeah, man.
That's my favorite material.
Night of the Unholy Flames was such a great like sophomore thing. It was unreal, man. And like I'm looking on, it got a 55 on fucking. I guess all these are lowered. Like got pretty low fucking.
Yeah, because the fucking, we've talked about this before. The simp dickhead idiots on Metal Archives. Who would review this stuff, who would take the time to review this stuff, or people who would also review shit like Sonata Arctica or some shit like that, and like give it 100%. Yeah, they would praise it up and down, but then give Clandestine Blaze like a 50% because they're saying it's racist or something. I don't know, but
yeah, that fucking Night of Unholy Flames is so good, and it's got the I know this sounds really cheesy and it's kind of autistic of me, but like, Mikko does the best broken English. Like there's a song in there called "Future Lies in Hands of the Strong." Like there's a really good it's not a documentary. It's like footage of him speaking at this like it's either a college or like some type of symposium on sound or something. And
yeah, I think I've seen that.
He's talking about the history of noise and shit, and like he does the best broken English. It sounds so fucking killer, man. Like you can just listen to that guy say anything. Yeah, exactly. But like future lies in hands of strong. but it's that album. I mean, you got like the cover art alone is it's so brutal.
Very confrontational.
And then, the first track after the intro is called Chambers. And I mean, that's,
You can take a guess what that's about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really, really, really good album, man. Gas Among the People.
I think this is probably his
exposes true raw nature.
I think this is his hardest to obtain record. It's been censored pretty heavily.
Really?
Yeah.
I just assume all this stuff's super easy to get. I mean, you can get it from Northern Heritage, can't you?
I believe so, but I know Night of the Unholy Flames in particular is very censored. It's hard.
I wonder why. Oh my god.
Yeah. Banned on Discogs. I think this one's been banned on Discogs forever.
Oh, of course.
I don't know if any Clandestine Blaze is allowed on Discogs at the moment.
Who knows?
But
so do you want to go on to the next full length, or can we stop at another great one? Like, do you want to go to Fist of the Northern Destroyer, or do you want to talk about the split with Decibel Omega?
Oh, we could do. I was just gonna. So I do. What are your thoughts on the Decibel Omega split?
That is the best material from both of those bands outside of the tapes that I mentioned from Clandestine Blaze. So I love Decibel Omega. I was a big fan of the early stuff, the Hiralorn. Like that shit is so weird and outsider. And then they became Decibel Omega. And everything with the original lineup, Hasjarl and the guy from what's the other guy's name? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. The two guys from Hiralorn that became Decibel Omega. The stuff that's just the original shit up to I guess it was the C Monumentum or whatever. That shit sucks, dude. But everything up to and including Inquisitors of Satan is absolutely brilliant, and it's fucking perfect. And the Clandestine Blaze split, I think it's this one. Yeah, the Suicide Curse is like the best Decibel Omega song ever. That song, holy shit, dude. And I mean, Bestial Orgies and Seal of Perversion are all great too. But the Suicide Curse, that shit fucks me up to this day. It's just
brilliant lyrics too.
Yeah,
just so
and
good.
then, but like on the Clandestine Blaze side of that record is just as good. Like Will to Kill and then Raping the Innocent. I mean, dude, Genocide Operation. I mean, all those songs are fucking great. And it's a split, and it's 42 minutes long. That's a long split, man. It's like normally people get lazy and they don't put their best shit on splits sometimes, but that is fucking solid, man. And then
I think this split has become one of those legendary releases.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
It's
I mean, it was when it came out, it was just fucking holy shit. Because like okay, so Night of the Holy Flames came out. It was good, but it was another black metal album, and that's fine. You know, it was only a year or so after the first one, but like when the split with DSO came out, that was in 2001, and I think that was, I don't know what time of the year that came out, but big things happened in 9/11, but the world had started to change a little bit. So there was this sinister air in the world in general, like especially if you were an American. Like, I don't care what side of the political spectrum you were on, everyone had some concern about what the fuck was going to happen to our country, because no one expected that stuff to happen. Yeah, so the uncertainty, and then you had something like this come out, and if you had your ear to the underground, and that wasn't that hard to come across. I mean, it wasn't deep underground, but so it was available, you know, if you knew where to get your shit. But holy shit, was it fucking amazing, dude.
How were you obtaining these records back then?
I got it from Northern Heritage. I can't tell you what I was doing at the time, because I'll dox myself. But I
was just okay. So you were actually ordering from Northern Heritage. Okay.
Yeah, I was getting it in ways. But yeah,
was it being distroed? Was it being distroed?
Yeah,
in,
absolutely.
the US? Okay.
Oh yeah,
got it.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was underground. You know, there was no.
Yeah.
You had to, you know, send money. I mean, there weren't too many people.
Well concealed cash.
Yeah, well concealed cash. I mean, I'm blackmetal.com had it, I'm sure. Also, I'm pretty sure they were still. I mean, that was only a year or so later. I'm sure they still had a good relationship. Because he went back with those guys through the electronic scene, the people from blackmetal.com. But yeah, like that split was like, oh shit, that was like the solidifier. People were like, okay, this is the jam, you know, because DSO was already, you know, getting their shit, and Inquisitors hadn't come out yet, and that was kind of like their masterpiece album, not material, but their album. Like it's total fucking, it's a firestorm. But like that split kind of set the stage, you know, and just, I'm looking at these dates, dude. Goddamn, he was putting out an album every year.
That's what I'm saying. Super consistent.
It didn't seem like it was that fast back then, but shit, man. Like, Fist of the Northern Destroyer came out the next year, and that shit was killer too.
I do have I was trying.
Oh wow,
like,
yeah. I just have
this.
I never had the vinyl of that one. I just have the CD of fucking Night of Unholy Flames. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's one of the best. But yeah, he's been. I mean, it continues to this day. He's really consistent with output.
Is the new one good? Like when he started jamming with McGuire, like I was just like, I can't do that. And it was also like, I have enough fucking Clandestine Blaze, you know. Like, is it still doing good? Like, I'm sure there's some albums that aren't great, but like I've got some friends that insist like he's never done anything bad, you know. So
no, and I'll go to that. None of the Clandestine Blaze full lengths are bad at all. There's ones that I gravitate to more, obviously, but I still prefer the early stuff, that like primitive kind of droning monotonous black metal. That's why. But for the newest one, Consecration of the Blood, it's a lot more riff focused than previous Clandestine Blaze stuff. His guitar playing has improved a lot, and there's even some like melody on there, which
cover art's killer.
Yeah, he's always killed it with the cover art for these releases. But I was listening to it earlier today. It's really good. And you know what I was thinking while listening to it? His vocals specifically, they're reminding me of Kaz, GBK.
That makes me want to check that out, because he had that like pitch shifted black metal thing before, which I really liked. It was totally original. Like he did like a yell or scream, but it was obviously a pitch shifter, which I think is great, and but if it's more I'm glad to see. Maybe I'll have to go back, and I hope I'm wrong again, man. I can go back and catch up on some stuff.
No,
maybe I'll work back towards the middle where I gave up and find that I was just in a low point with this stuff. So
okay, so my I think we are in the same. We're in agreement where like, okay, Falling Monuments, that one it's pretty good. It's not my favorite, but then like Harmony of Struggle, I like City of Slaughter a decent amount. But there at a certain point, a lot of those, I guess the last like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the last 6 full lengths just honestly kind of run together to me.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. And that's where I was at. I was like, I can't really get into it. Harmony of Struggle is that's one of the best names for an album I've ever heard. And the artwork is incredible. It almost looks like the guy that did the cover of some of the Lugubrum stuff did that, or I don't know if those may be famous.
Like almost psychedelic looking.
Well, it's like surrealism, and it's really, really cool. And then
that one's actually pretty good. The Harmony of Struggle. That one is it's I would say a little more aggressive than his other releases. It's kind of faster. It's interesting because what I was gonna say earlier is that there's a Clandestine Blaze pocket that not a lot of, especially in the Finnish scene. Like in the Finnish scene, you either have the stuff like Ride for Revenge, Archgoad, whatever, the more bestial side of things, or you have the Sargeist, Horna, Satanic Warmaster, the Goat Moon, uber melodic kind of styro-centered stuff. But then you have Clandestine Blaze that doesn't fit into either of those categories. And yeah, it's Finnish black metal, but he's like totally separate from the Finnish sound, which is so interesting.
I think the only other band that comes close to him with that kind of vibe is Warlow. And they haven't put out as much stuff, but every time they put something out, it's fucking amazing,
Well, I guess that's because aren't they on Northern Heritage?
Yeah, absolutely, since the beginning.
Yeah, so totally fits. Yeah, Warlow is fucking great. I always forget their Finnish.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that last album, Logos of All That Ends, that was fucking incredible. And then the one before it, like the quote unquote comeback album, like after Womb of Pestilence, the Three Angle Void. Holy shit. When that came out in 2021, I was so just like I was like, I don't give a fuck about this. No, I'll tell you what it was. The 7-inch had come out. How long ago? Oh, yeah. Okay. The 7-inch had come out, and I was excited about that. And the Lucifer Ascends, and that was absolutely killer. But then in 2021, it was in one of those places where I was just like, I don't want to hear any fucking metal at all. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear anything with fucking guitars, nothing. And my friend was like, dude, you have got to listen to Three Angled Void. And I bought it, and then I sat on my shelf for like 6 months. And then one day I put it on, and that's all I listened to for like a week. It was fucking incredible. Because when the Unlighted came out, the EP, and the Black Tower demo, I got all that shit, and it was fucking badass. First Possession is one of the best black metal albums to ever come out of Finland. Like, it's incredible. And then the same with Womb of Pestilence. Like, that's really good shit. It's just as good as the first one, but I think the first one it's just special. Because, I mean, that came out the same year as Clandestine Blaze. and it was just I may have even got that in the same order. I don't know, but fucking incredible stuff, man. And that's one of the only bands that I think comes close to the same type of aura black metal wise, and it makes sense that they were both active at the same time. So
yeah, I totally spaced out on that band, and we need to do like our top 10 black metal releases of all time episode. But
oh god,
First Possession is absolutely in my top 10. That's
man,
a monumental record. It's so fucking sick.
But
yeah, so I just think he has his own pocket that he finds himself in terms of songwriting, pace, structure, album release schedule. Like, he doesn't really follow in, like, he basically just he does his own thing, which is really cool, which I think people do take this project for granted because it's a very deep discography. There's 13 full lengths.
So that many?
Crazy.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, there's
a lot.
Damn, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So with most black metal bands, kind of, I mean, you could say that he's kind of retreading certain kinds of song structures after a certain point.
Yeah.
But I mean, with his most recent one, The Consecration of the Blood, I think he's still pushing himself in terms of
well, that's good.
He's wanting to do different stuff, which is he's not just falling back onto like, oh, I'm just gonna write another Clandestine.
Yeah, you can tell it's not that, but like, man, I'm an autistic fucking pattern recognizer. Like you know, I mean, anybody that's a fan of any kind of music, like, you know when a band is like
phoning it in.
Not phoning it in. Like, a band that sounds like a band. Like, take your favorite band from your youth, Black Sabbath, fucking, you know, Motley Crue, Metallica, even pop bands, dude. Like you know when it's somebody playing, like, or somebody singing, like, got the style of this. You know, he's got enough material, and he had enough material by the time of the middle of Clandestine Blaze's career, that I was like, okay, there's not much that's going to surprise me. So I'm just like, and I was already getting tired of the scene, you know, around 2004 and 5. I just didn't want to fucking hear it, man. But so it makes me happy to think that that Consecration of the Blood is going to be good, you know. Like, I want to check it. I'm going to steal that while we're on the fucking, while we're recording this on Soulseek, so I can fucking check it out.
No, it's good.
And then buy it if it's good, you know.
So I didn't when it came out last year, I did not listen to it just because I was just like, okay, another Clandestine Blaze record. But for this episode, I was like, I'm gonna listen to every single full length. And
that's crazy.
This one being the most recent, it's the most recent one I've listened to. It's kind of crazy going from the sound on Fire Burns in Our Hearts and Night of the Unholy Flames and Fist of the Northern Destroyer to what he's currently doing with the project, and it's almost night and day. Like, it's totally different style. You can still tell it's Clandestine Blaze, but it's definitely a different thing at this point. He's trying to do a different thing. I think he kind of got bored doing the whole just monotonous blast thing, which he perfected that sound. And then he was just like, okay, what what can I do? I think the middle, like the Deliverers of the Faith and Church of Atrocity, there's some people that deliver. I was talking to a guy last week that he says, was it Church of Atrocity, or it might have been Falling Monuments? I think he said Falling Monuments was his favorite Clandestine Blaze.
Interesting.
I mean, it's definitely.
I don't see. It's very, very middle of the road, man. I love the title is great. And the cover is great. It's weird. It's got kind of a strange cover, but I mean, people like what they like, man. There's some great song titles on there. Possession of Nordic Blood. Yeah.
So,
and fucking Blood Soil. And I was almost hoping that was going to be a Zyklon B cover, but I mean, that would have been a weird flex, but like, like, that's on there. And like Horizon of Ego Annihilation, that's a killer title, man. Like, I've I need to revisit that one. I've still got that. That's another thing with Clandestine Blaze. I have everything on CD except for the first one I got on vinyl, and then like I think the rest of them I have. I think the rest of them I have on CD except for the tapes, like the EPs and the 7-inches and stuff. But I don't know why some bands I just get on CD. maybe a pattern that I just start. And some bands I prefer on CD than vinyl. I don't want to pick it up because like with them, like you said, it gets kind of droning and it's part of the experience. So to like be in this like fucking mindset trance and you're like, oh, I gotta go fucking flip the record when I can just lay there and fucking, you know, be self-involved with it even more. But
yeah, that makes sense. There's definitely I totally get what you're saying. There are like CD bands.
Yeah.
That the format of the CD just makes sense for their music. I think yeah, what's another band that comes to mind for that?
Any band with long songs, man. You know,
yeah.
like it's hard to cut, like to chop them up, but I don't know. You know when you hear them, you know when you see them. Like some bands, I like to own on both, but that's just nerd shit. But I don't know. But yeah, there's definitely we've talked about CD bands like in our private.
I would say the Blaze Birthall stuff is definitely CD focused, in my opinion. Because they're so you do not want to, dude. Flipping those things. It almost feels like you're like interrupting the record.
Yeah, dude, you're interrupting like the fucking Swasmos, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
The Swasmos is swirling above. Yeah.
That's good. That's a good. We need to coin that.
I wish I could take credit for that, but a good friend of mine says that to me all the time.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
But it's very. I know he would think it's hilarious that I said Swasmos on here. So. But yeah, you don't want to fuck with the Swasmos when you're right in the middle of it, man. When you're riding the steel strings across the Swasmos, then it's fucking, you know, you don't want to stop and, you know, that awful sound when the record ends and the fucking needle picks up. And like, oh god, I gotta fucking go do that. And it's not a lazy thing; it's just a vibe killer sometimes. So it's not like doing it for like show no mercy. You know, it's like, oh fuck yeah, but if you're like shit like Blazebirth Hall, like any like what do you call it? Brandy Called and all that stuff, like Forest. So it's just, you just want it to keep going. So
yeah, you don't want to interrupt the Blaze Birth Hall vibe. Absolutely.
Yeah. You must remain. That's a situation where you want to remain in the hall instead of leave the hall. That old chestnut.
You must remain seated.
Yeah, seated in the hall. All others must leave the hall. But anyway, yeah, you may have those tapes, but do you have the archive stuff with those 4 tapes I talked about, like Below the Surface and Blood and Cum and Goat and all that stuff?
I have the LPs.
Yeah, that stuff is absolutely incredible. It is incredible. That's some of the best black metal ever recorded.
I've not listened to those in so long. I should bust those out.
Yeah, man.
I remember when those came out. I picked all those up.
Because
Fist of Northern Destroyer, though, I still think that's the one I always come back to for Clandestine Blaze. I just think that there's a certain vibe of that record.
Yeah.
That I cannot get with anything else. It has a definite just fuck you attitude.
Well, that first song, the title track, man, it sets that vibe. Just like you said, like where like when he does the the chorus, like it's totally metal. Like it like I want to say it like stops and there's like a riff going. There may not be any drums or something, but and then he says the name of he's like, you know, bringer of torture to those who don't fear, Fist of the Northern Destroyer, and it just fucking totally balls out killer, man. It's so violent, you know, it's so good. And it says Islamic plague rising. They've been dealing with this shit in Finland since 2002. Which I mean, I guess so. I mean, we had the towers falling, but their fucking whole country was getting overrun. But
yeah, his I guess his lyrics are very, very well written. It's not just the dumb.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just you know, shocking and being overly offensive, and that this type of music can devolve into, where it's very poorly written, just trying to go for shock factor.
It's not provocative. It's just fucking, it's edgelord. Now that stuff's good. It has its place. I mean, dude, we both fucking respect the hell out of Ronchus Brothers, but like it's not the same vibe as this, you know, and like it doesn't have to be middle fingers all the fucking time. So
Yeah, this I think the whole idea with this project, it's his, because he has so many outlets that he's putting into musically all the time. Like he has the Pout and Risty for the RAC stuff. He has Grunt, a myriad of other electronic projects. He also has. Have you ever listened to Stay Bat Mater?
Dude, that's one of my favorites. That's some of the best shit ever. That's
an underrated Mikko project. Absolutely.
You think so? Like I thought a lot of people like him, man, but like
well, I think the people who listen to that love it, but I think there's a lot of people, because I brought that band up when I told some people that we were covering Mikko projects. They brought up some other stuff, and then I was like, well, have you ever listened to Stay Bat Mater? And they had like never heard of it. I was like, dude, you need to fucking that's this like funeral doom or torture doom band.
Yeah,
very in line with like Worm Phlegm.
Yeah, the only thing is so I totally worship everything that project did except for the 2021 album. I thought it was a huge letdown. Now again, this is the same timeline when I was saying earlier I'm completely sick of metal. So I could go, I think I still have the CD. I want to I need to revisit it. I just want to say it didn't hit me the same way, cuz the early stuff, like, so Worship is one of my favorite bands of all time, and the split with Worship and Stabat Mater, I can't pronounce, I'm not good at, I don't speak Latin so good, but the song on there, Give Them Pain, is it is fucking miserable, dude. And I've got some theories about that band that I'll bring up in a minute, but oh yeah, I lost my place here. So that, and then he had the split with Mournful Congregation, another fucking amazing, another amazing miserable band. And then the Church of the Flagellation, it's like a 4-way split. That shit was fucking killer. And then he actually didn't come out with a full length. It was all splits and like EPs, I think, up until the full length in 2009. Yeah. That was incredible. It is absolutely incredible. And it took so long to come out. I was afraid that it might get kind of like Clandestine Blaze, where maybe it's boring, but it was the opposite. It's perfection. So, like, it's brutal and miserable all at the same time, if that makes sense. Like you said, Worm Phlegm, but I like this a little bit better. It's a little bit more cohesive than Worm Phlegm. But yeah, that band is absolutely fucking bonkers, man. And the Give Them Pain compilation, I think that's just got all the stuff from Splits. Maybe could be wrong on that, but
do you have that Crushing the Holy Trinity split?
Oh yeah. That's a really annoying split. Did that come out on another? Did that come out on vinyl? Yeah. Okay, I did not have the vinyl. I have the CD version, and it is so fucking annoying because it's a book in a bag, and it's hard to fuck with. And my friend's got the vinyl, and it's multiple. If it's more than a double LP, those things are hard to fuck with, and like you always end up tearing the fucking jacket. I've never owned that vinyl, like the 3 LP. But it's a bit much. That's a massive release, man. That's like there's so much material from all the bands.
It has Megwa on there, so I don't know if you fucked with it or not.
Yeah, fucking terrible. So that band started out as just complete styro, and then they did a 180 and became girlfriend metal. They're like, okay, we want to change it up. We'll just become girlfriend metal now. And it was like, and I remember, dude.
Decision.
Dude, it had to have been because they had let me look. I can pinpoint the fucking. There's one. It was either With Hearts Toward None. You sure it wasn't With Hearts Towards None?
Well, I'm pretty sure no one gave a fuck about Migwa until Exercise in Futility came out.
Yeah. Okay, maybe it was that one. I think that maybe
that's when all the women started wearing Migwa shirts.
Yeah. So With Hearts Towards None, I think that's when they dipped their toe. They dipped their toe into the girlfriend verse. But like Exercises in Futility is 1000% girlfriend metal. Every song's catchy, and like my buddy, who's like this hardened military dude, he was really into the old stuff. Like he was like, no, dude, that band is good. It's cold. It's the same thing. He was approaching it the same way as Clandestine Blaze. You know, it's like it's cold, monotonous. It's what fucking killing sounds like and feels like. And then he's like, and then he texts me. He's like, dude, what the fuck is this new Magua? I was like, dude, I don't know, man. That band's always sucked. And he's like, no, man, you need to listen to this. This is fucking catchy bullshit. What are they doing? And I listened to it, and my friend, he's like me, you know, he's very, got some opinions, you know, and he was married to this broad at the time, and she is not into this shit. And she's like,
and she liked it?
He's like, dude, the wife loves that shit. I know this is going to suck. Because she was like, she liked black metal, but she liked girlfriend metal, you know, like she was a punk. You know, she was an actual pain. You know what I mean? Have we talked about actual pains?
Yeah. She's got kind of an actual pain vibe.
Yeah. So she was that, and she loved it. So I was like, oh my god, yeah, this is girlfriend metal. And I heard it, and dude, I started dating a girl in their circle, in their social circle, and like we hooked up because it was like, oh, you guys fucking Abyss Kate shirt, that's hot. And then she's like, I'm gonna put on this new Magua. I was like, no. It was so bad, dude. I was like, oh, you're so hot and you have good taste, but you're putting this shit on. Like, but that solidified it right there, man.
Dude, you know what's hilarious? I've heard people call it MGLA.
Oh, no, it's a Polish word. I think it means
exactly.
fog.
I've heard people literally go, yeah, I love that band MGLA. It's like...
it's great. I love all the different... I think it's pronounced Magua, like MGWA. But one of my favorite things is the mispronunciations, like MGLA, Migula. A friend of mine knows a guy who pronounces it Mogula, which is the name of our fucking group chat. It's like Mogula's man children.
It's like that's Dracula if he started looks maxing. Mogula.
Yeah, but like there is no like I don't know where that guy gets it, but looks smacking Dracula's Mogula. That's really funny. But it says it right there on
Encyclopedia Metallum.
Pronounced Migua. Means fog in Polish. I was right. So,
I think they got some shit because of their connection to Mikko, I'm pretty sure.
Of course they did, man. Those guys are normies. They look like normies. And then you've got the American Mogula. What's that gay band from here?
Midnight?
No, worse than that. Uada. UADA.
Yeah.
They just said, okay, totally we're going to do this. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to wear the same clothes. We're just going to be, it's kind of like how
Gene Simmons
said that like Kiss will always be forever because they'll just have these different people. Like, well, you're going to play the character of Gene Simmons. It's not Gene Simmons, but it's like someone dressed as Gene Simmons. You know what I mean? Like they're just going to keep it going forever.
Yeah, the image.
It's like we're going to do that with Mogula, but we're called UADA. We're going to have a weird name.
Well, that's completely irrelevant, just bullshit. Like that's not even like. But we talk about the idea of true metal versus false metal. I mean, you take one look at this, and there's no way this could ever be true metal ever. This is absolutely it carries the burning spirit of Melanie Loves Death Metal.
So didn't that band didn't those guys get canceled though? And then like they started some other band. Like they're from
Portland, Oregon.
And I swear it was a really funny story because they started some other band with that doofus and Dingleberry from Agalock. And he's always reckoned himself as a fucking like a black metal guy. And he oh god, it was so bad, dude. It was called like, oh man, I'll come up with it in a minute. But yeah, that shit is so bad and so just it's the definition of styro. Like just buy Mogula, dude. Buy Migla. Like don't fucking buy into that shit. And they were huge. Like whatever label they were on was like pushing them. They were touring. You remember that? They were like touring with everybody. They were like, yeah, they were touring with like Behemoth and they were like on the Styro tours, you know?
They were one of those bands that I accidentally have been in the venue while they played like twice.
Oh no.
I've not seen them, but I'll say I accidentally was at a show where they happened to be on stage, and I was on the patio talking the whole time. I think there's been a couple shows in recent years where I didn't watch a single goddamn band. I was just on the patio the whole time, and I was like, "Is the show over with? Can we leave?" Because I got dragged there by a couple friends. But yeah, they happened to be there, and I was just like, "What is this irrelevant filth? This is just like, what is this? This is what." And then, dude, there was like guys that were stoked about it.
Oh yeah, man.
I was like, what?
Those that band was called Pelorian. I'm not sure. Like, then they broke up because it said in February 2019, Matthew and Parker both left Pelorian after
John Hom,
that's the guy from
Agalock,
made comments on Facebook that were criticized for being anti-Semitic. In his apology, dude, fuck nice. Apologies. We need to do a whole fucking like episode on apology letter and statements. Fucking Scott Ian is the king of statements. He stated that Pelorian would not continue after that. Those guys were from Uada, but yeah, which is, I wonder if that's why Agalock broke up, like because they were gigantic and they sucked, but they had
Aesop Deca
on drums, and I know he doesn't stand for that stuff. He ruined everybody's good time. He tried to at that fucking festival out in California. I talked about it here before. The fucking but yeah, but I want to know. I've got to know. I'm fascinated by Styro, dude. I'm fascinated by Styro and fascinated by Girlfriend Metal. I want to see if they're still. It says they're still active. What? They've got a new album out. Ooh, it's called Interwoven.
They reformed like a couple years ago.
Oh god, dude.
I saw Agalock. This would have been like 2006, around that time when they were fucking huge. And I remember, there was one of my buddies that was like really into Death in June, was obsessed with Agalock. He was like, dude, it's neo folk. It's like American.
No, it's not.
Neo-folk.
It's terrible. He was always trying to be at that style. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wear a Soul Invictus shirt while I'm playing. Guy's such a goober, man. Ugh.
Well, people fall for that shit, dude.
Yeah, people, they were gigantic for a while. I never understood it. Never understood it, man. Like, it's not good music, man. And his lineup, they were good musicians, but he always kind of seemed like a egomaniac. But he never really gave anybody else credit. The drummer wasn't always
Aesop Deca.
It was another guy. But I don't know. It's terrible. And Uada, however the fuck you pronounce it, was just as bad. And it was all kind of related. It's all from Portland, Oregon. Anything that comes out of that is fucking trash.
Well, anytime a bigger record label tries to push a black metal band, it always ends up in some sort of calamity. Have you ever noticed that? Inquisition.
Oh yeah.
Seasons of Mist was pushing Inquisition hard, and they got like utterly annihilated. And now they're relegated to playing like Mexican fucking.
Yeah, they've got
like Brazilian fest.
They just don't care. They're like, oh,
it's still cool. It's got guitars.
Yeah, exactly. They don't care.
This has guitars. It's the Inquisition.
I'm just gonna listen to Inquisition. I don't care. I'm basically sleepy.
This is black metal.
Like, okay, dude. He
dude,
fucked children.
It don't matter, man. It's evil. It's for Satan. It's cool, man. Cocaine.
Yeah. So now they're playing. It'll be like Juan's Fiesta 19, or blazing dark Southern spirits 18. Like these fests you've never heard about.
Did they play the same fest as Rosterchester or
yes,
no?
They did. They headlined.
Yeah, that's crazy. I hope that no one watched them because that guy's a pedophile. Like, I hope people
so allegedly you don't want
No, he is absolutely a pedophile, dude.
Well, I'm just talking about like you don't want him to come after us.
He can come after me. He can come after me. I don't care.
But
I got the receipts, motherfucker.
What I was gonna say is my buddy was actually at that Eternal Hate Fest, and he said the people that showed up for Inquisition, the kind of like normie tier black metal people who were like having to sit through that roster Chester set, he said they were completely and totally alienated. They had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Yeah. You told me about that, and they're like, oh wow, they've never heard real black metal. Like they're just like everything to them is like it has to be really well composed. Like, don't get me wrong, Inquisition had a couple of good albums. Their last good one was like the second full length, like what is it, Upon the Throne, something about Majestic Throne of Satan. Like that was the last good one. Everything after that was fucking trash, and they got really big. And then he got found out.
Huge, dude. I saw them. I saw them at like a House of Blues, like right before they got canceled. They were big.
Yeah.
So the type of people that are into current Inquisition over in Europe, at least. Have you ever heard of the brand EMP?
EMP. It sounds familiar. What brand? What do they make?
Merch.
No.
It's like a giant. It's basically the Hot Topic of Europe.
Oh, okay.
But he calls them the EMP metalheads, where basically it's like they get like a there's like a starter kit. You go, okay, I'm gonna go to the it's the black metal store. So what am I gonna get? I'm gonna get a Dark Funeral shirt. I'm gonna get a Dark Throne back patch. And it's all right there. It's like an assembly line.
Yeah.
So those type of fucks are the type of people that were eagerly awaiting Inquisition at that show.
Yeah, like they're into black metal, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm really into really underground stuff. Like I'm into the latest Inquisition album, like post controversy when they found out about him. They're like, oh, this is real black metal. So they're like,
exactly.
They're like, what the fuck is Roster Chester?
Yeah, dude, he said they were completely alienated. They had no idea what was going on, which is awesome. That's the spirit of black metal. Completely fucking alienate the normies. You want to freak out. You want to freak out the squares. And you do not want them to be into this shit. So get drunk on stage and completely forget how to play your instruments. Allegedly, they're ashamed of that performance, but they shouldn't be, because that was awesome. That was the best black metal performance of the last decade. And I will.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I will go to my grave saying that. So, dude, guess what label Inquisition is currently on?
Oh, please tell me it's Agonia.
Yes, Agonia.
Yes, Agonia is like that's the styro label, dude. That's where bands go. Like, if you're on Agonia, you're done, dude. Like you're not gonna do anything good anymore. So Seasons of
Mist dropped them, and then Agonia picked them right up.
Ugh, man. Like here's the thing with Agonia. Like that guy that runs that label, he's a good dude, and he's a fucking diehard man. But like when you go to Agonia, like it's just punching a time clock, but it's like it's underground metal, so it's not like you're making a paycheck, but it's like, okay, this is a guy that's gonna put my shit out no matter what. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna my stuff's gonna come out. I've got a new CD coming out. It's like, and like people that know, like that like me, that have taste, like they're like, oh, it's on Agonia. It's not gonna be that good. Like
it's almost like that. What is
it's
that?
It's like if a band switches to Agonia, it's like, oh, so it's not going to be their new album's not very good. Well, that sucks, man. Well, they were good while it lasted. It's like you just don't even check it out if it's on Agonia, man. It's going to be bad, dude.
What's that other record label? Oh, fuck. Dude, I'm totally blanking. It's Napalm Records. It's kind of like, it's almost like Napalm Records.
Well, you know, Napalm Records is weird though, because Napalm was like that for sure, but they were like that with like the really gay, like fruity, like keyboard.
Yeah, they do like power metal shit.
Yeah, but like even worse, like the super feminine, like man, we used to make fun of it so much. It was like very like if something was like napalm coated, had like a female vocalist and keyboards.
Arch
and, like,
Enemy.
There's no. The Arch Enemy is way more aggressive than this stuff. Hang on, I've got to see if Vulture Lord was ever on, because I used to love Vulture Lord. And I want to say they did an album on Agonia. No, they went to Odium. I bet that's just as bad. Was Profane Prayer? No? Shit, okay. For some reason, my apologies to Vulture Lord. Like, I mean, they became a Agonia tier band. They probably will be on Agonia.
Agonia tier band. That's a new classification of bands that we're
but like
here.
Like Abigor was on Napalm. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing with Napalm is like they put out a lot of garbage, but man, they put out some of the best black metal ever. So man, I want to say what is that? Fuck, it'll come to me, man. There's like
It's like a nowadays band.
It's like tear stained bands like that. You know what I mean? Like nothing is. It's all forgettable. But that shit it had to have been gigantic in Europe. Like
yeah, dude.
Audrey Horne.
Dude, Europe
Before
has some of the
Dawn.
most questionable taste.
Oh yeah,
Like,
dude.
those guys are so diehard, and they obviously some of the most legendary metal has come from Europe, but the average. So there's a difference between. As I always say this, I get along with people in bands. I do not get along with fans of metal whatsoever.
Oh no, me neither. No.
Like all
The
day.
fandom always ruins it, man.
The same thing with like hardcore bands. Like I can get along. I can get along with dudes who play in hardcore bands.
Yeah.
But the hardcore community and fans
it's terrible.
despise me, and I despise them. So that's always an interesting where it's like a delineation of IQ. I think where it's the average idiot who's into this shit. They're just complete fucking goyim like cattle who you just point them in a certain direction and they just go and they go, okay, this is what you're supposed to like. But they just completely have no light. There's no light behind their eyes when you're talking to them.
So Tristania was the band I was trying to think of. Do you know that band? They were
Tristania?
huge.
No, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's like gothic metal. They called it gothic metal, and then
is it like Cradle of Filth coated?
No, it's weaker than that. Like it's heavier, but it's like female.
Holy shit.
But like not when I say female vocals, not like Cradle of Filth, like really gothic, like gothic metal. You know, like more.
Oh, so like what's that one band? What's that one really big gothic metal band? The one where it's like a dentist, hardcore, 7 seagulls, warrior, this rifle. In me, the Wishmaster. Hold on, the Wishmaster. What fucking band is that? There was this YouTube. Nightwish.
Oh yes, totally. That kind of stuff.
Yeah,
that like that. Yes, very much that. So they put out that they were like the label for that kind of stuff, for like female vocal mixed with like death metal vocals. But then they put out some good stuff, and then like Falkenbach and Abigor, which is really fucking weird that Abigor worked with them. But I think I'm looking at their discography, and I think they're just a big fucking label in Austria. You know, like that's it. They're just a big label.
Like a catch-all metal label, essentially.
Yeah, but they're huge though. Like they work with some gigantic names. So,
and I think I'm pretty sure like a subsidiary of like Warner Brothers or some shit.
No, well, that I think you're correct in that, but not always. Not always.
No. Yeah. But I think that's happened in the last 15 years, where all these record labels are in some way owned by some giant corporation.
Yeah. So, but they've put out. Man, there was another band that I used to really like from there. I think they were from. They may have been Austrian. They were kind of a gothic metal. Profundus. Something. I don't know, but it was pretty good. Lacrimus Profunda, I think, was it. But it was kind of gothic metal, but it wasn't female fronted garbage. Like there's nothing wrong with that stuff, but it's always in this same like register of female vocals. You know what I mean? Where it's like almost falsetto. It's like it's
Vakken coded.
Yeah, it's just it doesn't. I can't listen to it, man. The music can be great, but like you know what? Like fucking Funeral did that on their second album, the Funeral Doom band from Norway. The first album was brilliant, and then the second album was equally brilliant. But they're just like, okay, we're gonna do this amazing Funeral Doom that we just invented, but they're just gonna have a girl in the background going like, oh, wah, wah, wah. It's as out of place as the falsetto vocals on Goat Lord from fucking Dark Throne. You know how that just comes out of nowhere, but that's actually kind of cult. But on the Funeral, it's like, oh, this sucks. Like, it's the most miserable riffs ever. And then this is, it's like, oh, why are you like this? Like, It's so fucking bad, dude.
So what year? So this would inform why they did this. What year did that album come out? Where they added the female vocals?
Oh man.
Was it
Probably
late
in the
90s?
early 90s. No, early 90s.
Oh,
man.
early 90s. Okay, so
you
that
know,
might have been that might have been early for that type of shit.
I think it was a thing where it was probably truly experimental, you know. Let's see, because they were on Wild Rags, dude. And okay, so Tragedies. Okay, so Tragedies is technically their first album. So Tristeces or whatever, like it's a full length, and but it was picked up by Wild Rags and released as a full length, instead of just a demo. But it was released as a demo, and then it got reissued by Wild Rags as a full length CD, and that's some of my favorite music ever. So technically, I guess their first album is when they did that with the female vocals, and that was in 1995.
Do you like any My Dying Bride?
Absolutely, I love My Dying Bride up to a point.
Mm-hmm.
They changed, and it wasn't by any fault of their own. I think, well, it was their fault, obviously, but they changed some core members. So I'll tell you, I think no, that's great.
Well, I was saying, like, where did they lose you?
They lost me once, and then they got me back at. Okay, so I'm looking at their shit now because I fucking, that band's godly. So
they have a pretty deep catalog as well.
Oh yeah,
and Paradise Lost has a really deep catalog.
So I did not like 34.788% complete. It was a little too experimental. That was in 98. 98 is when Napalm was kind of like doing a lot of, Napalm Records was doing a lot of stuff. They're putting a lot of quote unquote like experimental metal out, and a lot of it was garbage. Some of it was good, but some of it was just terrible. And My Dying Bride kind of did that. And then they were like, okay, fuck this. We're going to go back to making like Death Doom again. And they put out The Light at the End of the World. Now, it was pretty good, but I don't listen to that album very often. And then they put out The Dreadful Hours. I don't like that one very much either. It's okay. And so I thought they had totally lost me. And then they put out this album, Songs of Darkness, Words of Light. That shit fucking leveled me, dude. That was in 2004. Man, there was all kinds of bad shit happening in my life, and that album fucking fit it perfectly. He does some growls, but he mostly does the clean vocals. But that album is brilliant. And after that, I think some shit changed, and like I haven't really listened to anything. Like A Line of Deathless Kings, I don't even know if I heard that one, man. I don't really feel the need to hear it either. And a good friend of mine told me that like A Map of Our Failures was good, but I just don't care, you know.
Yeah, me neither.
Bargesto Whitby, that's just fucking gay. But
to
like,
me,
dude, when
if you have like at least like 4 or 5 solid records,
oh yeah,
band,
man,
that's all you need.
Yeah, I mean, Symphonarian Furnace, like that EP is Jesus Christ, dude. My Polish friend that I talk about a lot, his brother showed me that, and he had that 12-inch, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then the next thing I heard,
that was pretty early for that style too.
Yeah. And then fucking when did Trinity come out? Trinity was I guess 95. Yeah, Trinity is like a collection of EPs, technically 3 EPs. All that stuff, like they had violins, and I don't know who did it first, those guys or Funeral had some strings in it, but they were definitely very early with the violins, like, because I remember clear as day when I heard Trinity for the first time, and that shit blew my fucking mind. Like it was probably it came out in 94 or 95, I guess, but that stuff was out already, you know, like the EPs were out already, and that's when I heard it. And I heard it over at my buddy's house, and then I got the CD version. Like, I'm looking at the art. My art looked different than all these on here. Mine had this like it may have even been like a double disc or something, but it had like a cross on the cover. It doesn't have Christ on the cross like a lot of these. But anyway, it was incredible. That's like some of my best stuff. Some of my, still to this day, some of my favorite material ever from that style of like death doom. But I didn't know you got into that shit, or if you do, or if you're about to tell me I'm a fucking homo.
No, I love all that stuff. I love Funeral. I love My Dying Bride. I love Paradise Lost. That shit is incredible. I love Funeral Doom so much. Skepticism too.
Oh,
Stormcrow Fleet. Fucking,
yes, I saw Skepticism live in Europe and Denmark at Heavy Days in Doomtown.
I remember you telling me about that. Didn't they have some crazy like instrument setup?
Well, no, not really. Okay, so you know those big timpani, I think that's the right name for them, the big timpani drums that you hear throughout those out that sound like thuds, like that they sound like the big breathy drums.
Yeah.
He had those set up next to his drum set. And then they had the keyboards live. It sounded exactly like it did on the albums. And I was talking to him ahead of time and just telling him how much Stormcrow Fleet like just was the most suffocating piece of music ever. And like there's a song on there called Pouring that to this day it just sounds like you're dying. I mean it's incredible. And I was talking to the singer and he's like, well, we might be able to play that one. Or we might have that one on the set list. And they fucking totally closed with it. I think they closed with it, but that band is perfect. They've never done anything bad. They put out that one album where they recorded it live. Have you heard that one? Where they performed and recorded it live. Like it.
Do you remember which one that was? I don't know which one that was.
Go back. Let's see. It might have been the last one. Companion. Yeah. Is that it? Or was it No. It was Ordeal. It was called Ordeal. Yeah, that album was recorded live before an audience on January 24th, 15 in Turku, Finland, and then mixed and mastered separately. Yeah, that was such a fucking big dick, like gigantic balls move. And like if you get the LP or I guess the CD too, of that album, it's got all these pictures of them playing live, and they're dressed up in these really nice suits and stuff. But it doesn't look like fruity, like that band from England that did that, where we talked about them before. Yeah, it doesn't look like that. It's like way more classy than that even. But then they came out with another album in 2021 called Companion, which was also absolutely flawless. I love that band, man. Everything they've ever done is great, but Stormcrow Fleet is the one. Like that's the shit. And like absolutely. the remastered version even sounds killer. Like I there's no favorite. It's like, oh cool, I get another version to hear this, you know. But I like how suffocating the original sounds. Like it just sounds like your breath is being taken away from you. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, and that style of music you need, because there's so many bands that do it poorly, and it's just boring as shit.
Yeah, anybody can play slow chords, man.
Exactly, but the way that especially these early Funeral Doom bands, the way that they understood song structure and composition and knew when to do a chord change is just completely devastating. Like some of that music is just soul crushing in the best possible way. It's fucking incredible.
Yeah, and you know, Svart Records, that Finnish label, they reissued let me look here. It's the second demo. They had a single called it was a 7-inch called Towards My End. Jesus Christ, I would love to fucking own that. And then they had a demo after that called from '94 called I'm not gonna pronounce it's Aoth Kair or something. I don't know if that's Finnish or what, but it was like forever hard to find. You could get it in tape trading circles, but Svart reissued that last year, and I picked up a copy from a US distro, but they reissued it on cassette, and I think they like reproduced the original like packaging and stuff. So it's fucking amazing. But they've never done anything bad as far as I'm concerned. Skepticism. So because they went from there to Stormcrow Fleet. And like Pouring is on there. Like you can hear like early versions of those tracks and stuff. It's just man.
I need to probably after this I'm gonna listen because it's been. I actually went through kind of a big revisit semi recently of a lot of these funeral they call them peaceville bands, I guess. Was Skepticism ever on Peaceville?
No.
But yeah, the Peaceville doom style bands.
So,
I was listening to a lot of early My Dying Bride and Paradise Lost, but Skepticism is obviously in there.
So what's cool about that tape? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was just, I don't know if this has ever come up on this podcast, but no, I love that shit. It's
me too, man.
Some of the best metal in terms of and it's a very specific vibe from these bands that not a lot of I don't think any other genre of music can come close to like evoking these emotions. It's kind of what DSBM attempts to do.
Yeah.
But these guys do it in like a very effective they're not trying hard to.
Yeah, it's not so on the
feelings.
nose.
Exactly.
It puts you in the mindset and trying to put it in your face. So the other cool thing about that tape is there's songs on that demo that ended up on the EP after Stormcrow Fleet, like the song Coral and the March in the Stream. I think those were both on that demo. The March in the Stream on there? No, it was just the Everdark Green. Yeah, it's crazy, man, because it's like early versions of songs to come out on future releases, but it's truly a demo. But yeah, that was totally worth tracking down, and I'm glad it didn't get exploited and like put on like 9 colors of fucking rainbow queef vinyl and shit, man. Like it's just on tape. It's a reissue of the tape from '94, and it looks exactly like the '94 version.
Speaking of, did you see that they're Extremely Rotten is reissuing that Wormflim LP, Tomb of the Ancient King?
No,
there's going to be a lot of people who don't deserve to own that record buying that
Who's
shit.
Extremely Rotten?
That's the dude who runs Undergang, or who is in Undergang.
Why does that sound? What else does he put out?
A lot of nowadays
Extremely
death metal type
Rotten.
stuff. I was kind of surprised to see that.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Wow. All right. Well, that guy. Okay. So yes, that stuff is going to be the wrong people buy that stuff, but that guy, he's
no,
real.
that guy is cool.
I don't like Undergang, but like I do like that guy. The guys behind that band are absolutely fucking like diehards. Like a really close friend of mine is close with those guys, and they're the real deal. But
that guy. I've had conversations with him. He's really cool. But I was gonna say is like there's gonna be a lot of people finding out about Wormflim for the first time, posing like they've known about them forever, and then B, acquiring that record when they honestly shouldn't be owning that. That was like a cult totem forever.
Oh yeah. Only he's not doing the other one, is he?
Own that. The tortured and excruciating way.
Yeah.
I don't think so, because that's just the demo, right?
Yes.
That is the demo.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's doing that, but he's doing Tomb of the Ancient. Or
cool.
It's already pressed, but I'm definitely gonna. I thought that was interesting because I wouldn't expect that label to do that release, but it's really cool that it's been in need of a repress for years, but I also liked that it was never repressed.
Yeah.
And there's fewer and fewer albums like that now that are completely elusive. Is it just because certain black metal bands were like that forever. I mean, now and even like 10 years ago, there were some releases that were just flat out impossible to get. Now everything has been repressed to hell, and that scarcity is almost gone. And there's an element of it where to own this stuff on a physical format, that used to be like you had to put in work. You had to look on forums. You had to make connections. You had to do write trade lists. But now everything has been repressed to hell, where it's almost like collecting is not as cool as it was, at least to me. That when you were trying to find shit that you had to put in work to find and buy, that's what made stuff really, really fun.
Yeah, it's not there anymore. Now you can just get anything. My friend, he was in that band, Godless North. He used to say back in the 90s that eBay is the best. This is before Discogs. He said that eBay is the best distro on earth, and we used to always make fun of eBay, but he's like he's not wrong, dude. Like it's like, well, shit, I guess I got to pay for it on eBay. I don't know when Discogs started. To be
Probably
honest,
early 2000s.
The way they talk, like I thought, like it's good for an archive and it's good for non-metal stuff, but Jesus Christ, man, like that. I think they're going about it the wrong way
because it's a community.
but it's ugh. But yeah, it makes. I don't even like saying collecting anymore. There are certain things that I collect personally, but I don't like to use that word because people say they're a collector, but you can buy anything on the internet now. There are certain things that I collect, but I don't actively collect them. I collect test presses that are given to me. I don't buy, like nowadays you can buy test presses, like labels will
They'll sell test presses.
you know, it's like, come on, dude, you know people are going to buy it now. You know, oh, I want it now. I bought the test press. That's not special, dude. I have a Pro Fanatica test press that fucking Paul Ledney gave me, the first 7-inch. That's fucking special, dude. I have a Blasphemy test press that I got from the guys in Blasphemy. That's fucking cool, man. Like, I don't like,
that's sick.
I don't like brag about it, but that's something that I truly collect. You know, like I collect certain books, but like now if you say, oh, I'm a record collector, oh, so you just buy shit when it's convenient. You can buy anything. You know, like it's just not the same thing, man.
Yeah, getting test presses used to be a badge of honor. Now you can just buy. Oh, you want to spend $40 extra on a test press? It's available on the store. Go for it. And then the people who buy that just end up flipping it a couple years later. So it's like, what was the point? They almost view it as like, it's like collecting baseball cards to them, except it's metal. So it has some kind of
it's
cool,
so stupid,
dude. There's cool points attached to it, at least in their eyes. But
I hate cool points.
it's completely worthless because we've talked about it before. The metal community, that's popped up just in the last, I don't know, and it's probably a result of social media, or no, it definitely is a result of social media, but and just completely made a mockery of this scene and kind of took away the underground spirit, which basically doesn't exist anymore, which is kind of sad.
Melanie's bringing it back, man. She loves death metal, and she's bringing back the underground spirit by fucking ripping people off.
Just ripping people off and never sending, yeah.
Hey, man, you mentioned Paradise Lost. Okay, so here's my thing with Paradise Lost. I could never really get into that band. They were one of those peaceful bands that I could not get into. The first album, I want to say, was a little bit different, and I own it, and I want to say they weren't really that doomy, and then they kept going, and then I remember when all this stuff came out, Gothic and all that stuff, I never could get into them. I wish I could. I really wish I could. And you'll have to tell me an album to check out that would change my mind. But the reason I'm bringing it up is
Draconian Times.
Okay, well, cool. But I think it's this one. Is it? This is way out of cool zone, I'm sure. It's got the worst title, and I think it's from this album. In Requiem. Let's see if
they're another band that has so many releases.
Is that this one? Okay, so it's no secret that I really like early Metallica. So on this Plague Within album, I remember my friend who was still working at the radio station that I used to work at. He got, it could have been this one, but it may have been another one around the 2015 era, or it would have been before. It definitely wasn't after. And I swear, like, I only heard one or two songs, and they were really good, and the motherfucker sounded like James Hetfield.
Yeah,
was there? Does. Okay, like, did he sound like that on Draconian Times, or was he growling?
Honest, dude, it's been a while since I've listened to Draconian Times. I know that's one of my preferred ones, but it's dude, I hate to say it, it's been so long since I've listened to it. I can't remember if it has the because I know that was kind of controversial where he switched from the growling to do more of like a, but he does when he did switch to the more, see that people have always compared him to James Hetfield. and it sounds almost uncanny. It's almost like he's doing. I don't want to say an impression, but I guess their register are just almost identical. For when they're doing this type of vocals.
But man, he like that song. It had to have been that one because I know I made like okay. So me and our mutual troll friend, we make fun of that word within. It's a very it's a very it's a very styro. It is very very towny. It's very like like the local band coded like like oh we are plagued within like. And they tag that on the end of something to make it sound like they're deep, like my thoughts within.
Oh yeah. No, it's like,
you know what I mean, like
it's like
murder within.
Prison
exactly,
poetry
exactly.
Okay, so no,
Symphony
Draconian
within.
So, but like the plague within, that's.
Okay, so Draconian Times definitely he was doing the James Hetfield vocals.
Fuck yes, I can't wait to listen to it.
Post growling, yeah.
Because see, I've matured since I used to just immediately say, this isn't growling or screeching. This is gay. It's fake. I don't want to hear it. So I probably listened to it and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna like this. But I didn't put the Hetfield thing there. But I was also a closeted Metallica fan until like.
You were ashamed to admit it.
Yeah, like since like the Black Album came out, I was like, well, can't say I like this band anymore because this is fucking gay. But okay, well, cool. I'm gonna go backwards because man, my buddy, he's like, you need to hear this if like just because this sounds like fucking Hetfield, and like I want to say I checked out the rest of it, it was just okay, but man, if he was doing that stuff way back with like with fucking Draconian Times, because I remember when that album came out, people loved it. Like the same dude gave me that. He was, how are you not into this? Like you like My Dying Bride, you like all the other. See, I never got into Anathema that much either. I like the early Anathema, but there's only like one or two things when he changed vocal styles that were really good, and that's just
all
boring.
these bands switched it up after their first few.
Yeah, like Catatonia is on Peaceville. Well, they weren't on Peaceville originally. Yeah, but. Like they were one of the ones where it's like they switched to clean vocals and I didn't miss a beat. I was like, okay, yeah, this fucking rules. Now you just sound like The Cure. I'm down with that. So, but I need to go back. I would love to be a fan of Paradise Lost because I remember the first album, Lost Paradise, and it's just like boring death metal to me. It's okay. It's important. It's an important album, but it's not like amazing. And then Gothic, I remember I got that.
Gothic is like the fan favorite. I think a lot of people like that record, yeah.
All right. But I'll check it out, man. Like, I used to hate Cathedral until like
I love
early
Cathedral.
2000s, but then I got into them like later. It wasn't until the 2000s that I got into
Was it the
Cathedral.
vocals?
I hated them. It was the vocals, but then I started to appreciate it.
Yeah, but dude, like Yoda.
It's so fucking good though, man. And then the second album where there was one album they did where it's like an unofficial second album, and it's like the best shit ever. It's like demo. It's like a demo. I think they call it like a demo CD, but it's it was made available.
Mm-hmm.
But that was so good, man. It was the same with Cirith Ungol. I didn't like them till like a couple of months ago. But the vocals just threw me off, man.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like a barrier of entry, but once you get past it, it's some of the best. I mean, Cirith Ungol, oof, man.
Yeah, it took a while.
I don't know if they've come up on here before, but fucking that band is genius. I love that band.
I brought
so
him
much.
up because my buddy, the fucking metal legend from Long Island, he's like, look, man, you said on the podcast you did not like him. He like sat me down and was like, okay, dude, this is why you're wrong. This is where you're wrong. You need to listen to this fucking album, and this is gonna change your mind. And I was like, nah, man. And then I finally did, and I was texting him like, yes, you're right. It clicked. He's like, go through the entire album, and it will click. I promise. And he was right. And now I love it. I think it's amazing. I think I was missing out, but it was the vocals, dude. But it was with fucking Cathedral. It was so like Force of Equilibrium fucking rules, and I'm trying to find that one that was it's got like a skeleton on the cover.
It's
I think it's called Demo 2, man. Is that it? No.
I know what you're talking about. That might have been like a re-release of that.
No, it's
the Carnival Bazaar.
No. It's so fucking good.
Because that has a skeleton on it.
Yeah, well,
Two
I think a
skeletons.
lot of them do. But
I love Lee Dorian's vocals on. I prefer. So my favorite Lee Dorian project is Cathedral. This might be controversial. I could give a fuck about Napalm Death.
Oh, me too. I don't give a shit about it. It is okay. It's In Memoriam. It's In Memoriam, the reissue compilation that came out in '99. That shit is fucking badass. That's my favorite stuff from Cathedral. It's got the material from In Memoriam plus like I guess it's just I guess it's those some live I hate live albums, but some live tracks and that other shit. That shit's fucking amazing. But yeah, I don't give a fuck about Napalm Death. Fuck that band. I don't like a lot of grindcore. Some of it's good, but it's usually got to be racist for me to like it. And it's just like, non-political grind.
Napalm Death has been utterly irrelevant for what?
But
38 years? they did some cool early shit, but even that shit I don't care about.
My favorite Lee Dorian performance ever is Teeth of Lions Rule the Divine. You know that album?
No. What is that?
That is an Earth song. The old drone band.
The drone band?
Yeah. It is the two guys from Sun, Stephen O'Malley and Greg Anderson, with Mr. Lee Dorian, and Jamie Sykes may have played drums on that. So it might have been kind of like Thor's Hammer with American Thor's Hammer, not the Polish one. But let's see, where's that? Teeth of Lions Rule the Divine. Let's see who's in that. Okay.
So it says Greg Anderson, Justin Greaves, Stephen O'Malley, and Lee Dorian.
Greaves. Okay, Greaves was in. Oh fuck, that's the guy from either Electric Wizard or Orange.
I think he's an Electric Wizard.
Yeah, he's original Electric Wizard. Let's see. Yeah, they only put out one album. He's an original Electric Wizard drummer. Holy shit, is that album fucking perfect from start to finish, dude. And like, I want to say, like the first 10 minutes of the first song, the first track is 30 minutes long. The first 10 minutes is just like feedback and like a drone coming in and drums. And then, holy fucking shit, like once Lee Dorian comes in, it's just unbelievable. That album is fucking amazing. You should definitely, if you like Cathedral, you'll like that. It's like, I don't know, like the artwork is killer. It didn't really hit when it came out. Like Sun wasn't cool yet. Like they hadn't put out Black One yet. So like, but that album is fucking. It's like perfect doom, and it's way better than Thor's Hammer, and it's incredible. I can't get over it. Like the lyrics are fucking killer. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, so I was like, Thor's Hammer. You're talking about the one with the chick vocalist, right?
Yeah, the American one. It's got those two guys and Jamie Sykes from Burning Witch on drums.
That's right. Yeah, that has like a famous cover that I always see. I always thought that was some sort of like pagan folk thing.
No.
But I've never. One of my buddies described that to me one time, and I was like, yeah, I'm good.
It's good. I mean, when it came out, it was kind of cool. People praise it like it's the best thing ever, but it was novelty because it was a really hot woman from Norway. That's why people liked it. It was like, oh, Norway. If you had Norway in it, it's cool. And then she was really attractive, and she growled. And she was 17, and she was probably fucking all those guys. And they did write and record that in a really short span of time, but like people still act like it's this legendary, influential thing, and there's other shit going on, but it's good. It's good music, but I don't know. My girlfriend at the time and a couple subsequent ones after that were way into that for obvious reasons.
Definitely girlfriend metal.
I wouldn't call it that, but it's like one of those things where it's like two things can be true at the same time. Like it's girlfriend metal, but it's not, so.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like Teeth of Lions is way better. It's just weird. It's weird. It's weird doom. I love it, man.
Yeah, everything you're describing sounds
Yeah.
That sounds right up my alley. I'm gonna
Yeah, check that out. I would
out.
say put it on the night, but you'd be asleep before the fucking drum stopped. Like before the song got started, like you'd be asleep. Dude. It's 30-minute album, man. A 30-minute first song. It's incredible. I love it. I love that shit. And
should we go back to talking about Mikko?
Yeah, I was about to say, like we got into Doom through fucking Stab It Mater and got a side quest, but so I know. Well, this is probably a stupid question, but you like Vapout and Risti, don't you?
Love it.
Yeah,
I would say I like it more than Clandestine Blaze. Just
I would say the same thing.
Taste.
I would say the same thing, and it could be my age, it could be the times we live in, but the thing about that band too is they've got a really extensive catalog as well, and you look at that and you talk about Mikko Aspa having like a deep discography and like his hands and everything, like not like it's not like he just jumps into different genres. Like was into different genres before it was like cool. He didn't do like, oh okay, well Clandestine Blaze is cool, I'm gonna play fucking RAC now. Like he was doing punk shit and grind stuff and in those scenes deep all the way around. Now, to be fair, Finland's a small country and everybody kind of knows each other in the different scenes, but still, like to put out consistently good stuff is pretty cool in different genres is fascinating. And Vapout and Risti is some of the best RAC. And it's so different than other RAC because it's like it sounds good. You know, a lot of RAC just has like bad production, and Vapout and Risti is fucking amazing.
I mean, his vocals are incredible.
Oh, yeah.
And the songwriting, dude, it's so fucking catchy. It's insane how good of a, like, the choruses in some of these songs, I don't know what the hell he's saying, but I fucking love it. It resonates
because you can feel
the passion in his voice when he sings these lyrics.
It's prideful, man. You know that like you agree with it, you know. So
exactly. They had the 2007 demo, and then they had the first the 2014 full length, which is E Mata Ilman Kansa, and that's their most punk sounding record for sure.
Yeah, it's good though. I like it a lot.
It is good. It's fast, it's very 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 punk. To me it doesn't have that RAC sound yet. Like that really melodic RAC sound that he would come to incorporate on the second, which is the 2016 one, the Aikun, and I'm gonna butcher this, but Aikunin Kulima.
Aikunin Kulima, yeah.
That's his best record.
Yeah,
for
that was the one that kind of opened a lot of people up to him. They're like, oh shit, like this stuff is really good.
This was kind of this record blew up when this came out.
Oh yeah,
it was all over the place. It had really good distribution, especially for an RAC record. Probably like the best distribution that I've ever seen.
I got a poster for that album as styro in a package, like true styro, like when you get flyers and stuff. Like it was honestly, to be honest, it was probably from Northern Heritage. I probably did a big order, and he probably just sent me a poster of it. But like it was a promotional poster. It wasn't huge, you know, but it was like 2 big sheets. Like it was folded in half, but. Like, yeah, that was a big album. Like, it was promoted. And like, rightfully so. It was really, really good.
Yeah, I remember seeing people who weren't even into RAC posting and talking about this record. So it definitely was pervasive in the underground at the time. And I think that's what really sparked the cult following this project currently has. Because do what?
So I just discovered something on my desk. I'm looking through. I've actually got a lot of Vapout and Risti on my desk right here, and I just came across this other thing that I got it out to talk about on the Kickback album or the Kickback episode. It was Steve Bess's Power Electronics thing. What's it called? God damn it, Nightwolf. I thought that something had happened and I got rid of it, but here it is, right here. I had it in a stack. But yes,
shout out Nightwolf.
Yeah. But no, I had to get under that to get to the album we're talking about. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you, man.
Oh no, I just so yeah, this was a big record when this came out, and to me it's still the best, the Pout and Risty material. Tons of just almost every track could be a single. For a genre of music like this to have the kind of exposure to, okay, so for an RAC record to be as widespread as it was at the time, I thought was very impressive, because I don't think it's really been seen since. It's because RAC is such a niche specific genre. It's hard.
Well,
it's
not really.
Very intentionally so. It's hard for it to. Well, I think now more than ever there's cross pollination, but that was not the case. A while back.
Yeah. So what it is RAC is not niche. It's hard to find because it's moving. If you can, and it's something as universal as music, and it doesn't sound like shit. And like that's how this album was. It's catchy, and it's like you said.
Well,
you don't speak Finnish. You don't speak Finnish, but you heard it, and it speaks to something in you. And it's like, oh, this speaks to an instinct of mine. What is this? This makes me feel something. Like I don't feel like shit. I don't feel like for lack of a better term, black-pilled. I don't feel like I just want to sit I don't feel defeated. Like, God, this lights a fire in me, and it makes me want to do something. It makes me want to take action. That's fucking terrifying to the fucking Dreidel Brigade and the left in general, because they don't want people to wake up. They want people to be asleep. And
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, and that sounds like, I'm not talking about like the fucking like Art Bell kind of thing. Like, man, you're asleep, dude. You're fucking sheeple, dude, man. You know, it's not like that. I'm saying people are comfortable in being complacent. Things go about every day. Politicians will take care of them. Everything will be okay. But man, people started waking up. And then you have stuff like this, and you have that on a ground movement in the underground, and then that just only spreads. And nowadays you have things where like black people are starting to wake up, and they're really starting to get fucking scared, because like, you know, the second time Trump wins, he has the biggest black vote, and the traditionally blacks have been like always Democrats, and they've had all these programs in place. They're going to give them everything, and you can get really, really like mundane with it and say like, oh, well, food stamps, but they gave them that. They want those people to be cattle. They want them, they need them there to keep them in power. But now you have black people waking up saying like, I don't want to fucking do this. This isn't working for me anymore. And you see that they're saying like, oh, well, we're not fucking stupid. They're getting more and more like brazen with how much they just think, well, you're going to put up with it. And I think a lot of the times during the pandemic had to do with that too. A lot of people started to wake up. So, but like music like that can speak to someone on such a level. You don't even have to hear the fucking lyrics, but you hear the music. This is prideful. And I think they kept going. Like you said, that's your favorite one. I don't think they put out something bad since then. There's a split they did. The other band may not have been that good, but like, man, that album, Koti Keosta, that's actually the one I had a poster of. It's got like a guy on the cover.
That's a really good record. I mean, I like all their material, but that 2016 record, I think just because of like you mentioned, a lot of the time and place of that era was like, it was a perfect storm for that record to come out.
That's a way better way to put it. It's a perfect storm. That's a way better way to put it. I always got to go the fucking long way. I'm a long way enjoyer.
No. I think you definitely explained it, and you put into context for people who might not remember or weren't really around back then. For the time and there was so much energy in the air that I think has not been captured ever since.
It's undeniable.
It was uncharted territory for sure.
Yeah. And then you've got like the split with Piha Kulema or whatever. Like that's really good. And I don't know anything about this Sacra Mina Melina Records. Is that one of his labels? Like they put out a lot of this stuff.
I'm not sure.
And they've got compilations. Like the other one I've got here on my desk is the Uno Hedutut Taislut whatever album.
And they put out. I think it's just a finished RAC record. or RAC record label, the Sakaramina.
Oh yeah, it says Punk and RAC. Oh yeah, they put out more stuff than just.
I really like the split with the girl carrying the Finnish flag, crying.
That one. I've talked about that one before. The song on that. What the fuck, dude? I went to the wrong one. I think that's the one that's got a really sad. It's got kind of a sad
Gloria.
melody. Hang on, I lost my shit.
Sudan
My
Gloria.
tab about the internet. I got all fucked up here.
I'm back on the clandestine blaze thing. Here we go. Here we go. Wait, which one did you say?
It's got a Gloria.
Yeah,
that's my favorite track off that.
It's got a really sad riff to it, and the lyrics are really sad. It's about immigration, and it's anti-immigration. But that split is fucking incredible. That music is.
Is that the one that has the music video with the people marching with the torches?
I think so. Yeah.
Because there's that. Well, I think they made there's a pretty famous video. It used to be on YouTube, but it got annihilated. I think it was the song Soy Dut, because there's a couple different versions of that. There's
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know if that one's on that. That's not the one I'm talking about. This is it's a mid-pace song, and and he's like, it's like a toe tapper. I hate to say it like that, but like it's like, but it's got a kind of a sad vibe to it. You know, it's just kind of downtrodden, but it's not slow. It's mid-paced. The one you're talking about is also kind of sad, but it's sad for different reasons, and there is different versions, and that's a more prideful sad. This is a different kind of. This is like a defeated sad because the immigrants have taken over everything. But yeah, that's a really, really fucking good split, man. And it's very, very powerful.
He's been very consistent with this project. And I think so. The one that came out last year was a live record, I believe.
Yeah, that's the only thing is they've done a lot of live. So I don't like live albums, man. In general, it's just.
I think for a band like this, it can work because there's definitely an energy when this band plays live.
Yeah, I can see that, but it's like it's one of those things where it's like I'm not excited. I don't go out of my way to get it. Like the cover of that one of that Picala or whatever is really fucking good with the guy on the cover like holding his hand up and stuff, and the brown. I love that shade of brown. I don't know why it always kind of goes with like nationalist kind of stuff, but like yeah, it's a live album.
The same material they made those In Ketten LPs out of.
Yes, yeah. But you know they've got the
which that was styro forever. That was available on distros for like $7.
It was styro because it was oversaturated, but it's one of those things
now it's
where
impossible to get.
That is such an important fucking piece of music that like because I remember one label did I think it was Final Agony. It may have been Final Agony in conjunction with somebody else, but Final Agony did it, and then that Goober under the out of the dungeon, he did it, and then somebody else did another version, and then there was like a CD version, and then I'm sure fucking JFN did one.
Might have done.
Yeah, he did one. So yeah, it was just, but like I have no problem with that because it's important. But it's when you have like, you know, that with like some new styro band, you know, and like each label did a different color. It gets a little fucking stupid. But yeah, that was styro for a while. But yeah, the version you're talking about with the brown was really fucking cool. That's definitely the definitive version. So.
Yeah, the graphic design. I don't know. We haven't really touched on this. The graphic design for all of Mikko's projects is perfect.
Man.
It captures the vibe of every like from Clandestine Blaze, Powder Risty, Grunt, etc. Whatever project is doing, the aesthetics that go along with it are always perfect, and they completely absorb what the vibe of the project is.
Yeah, that's one of those things where you know it's part of being a one-man band kind of for most of the time. Like you get to see his complete vision with people that do projects, and it's just that one person. Like I think the art is a big part of that. You know, I'm sure he creates a lot of it, not the paintings, but some of the other stuff, but he puts it together. Yeah, the collage work and stuff like Fist of the Northern Destroyer, like you know that's gotta be his hand. You know what I mean? Like on the cover with the brass knuckles and shit. So But yeah, really good stuff, man. And I know a lot of people that listen to this podcast are really into the Powder and Risty. And that's one of those bands where, like, I've got friends that don't listen to black metal, but they like that band, or they don't like, maybe they don't like some of his other projects, but we can all get along on that band, you know, because it's just like feels good. It's feel good music.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a popular project, for sure. I think even it has a lot of cross appeal between a lot of subgenres, like people who are
which
into
is
black
also
metal.
dangerous for those people.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I like that they play live a lot too. You know, like I've
Always
seen them
playing
play
live.
Yeah, like those. I'm sure you've seen those festivals where they're playing live, and like it's probably other black metal fests or something, but it's in Finland, and there's always like fire and flames and shit, and they'll be I don't know, they sound fantastic. You know, they sound just like the album. It's really good stuff, man.
Yeah, one of my favorite live videos of Powder and Misty playing is, it looks like they're almost playing in like a bunker. They have like camo behind them.
Yeah.
It seems very I'll say it's a small show.
I think that is a place we've talked about that that venue before, or live events have been there. I think that's a venue that they use for private stuff, like Goat Moon plays there. You know, like more sketchy stuff plays there. They don't have to worry about anybody shutting them down or whatever. I don't know the name of it, but somebody probably knows.
But it looked like the crowd was like almost like touching his guitar. That's how close everyone was, because the space is so small, which is cool. Yeah, I love that type of shit.
That's really good stuff. My favorite is the one where it's like outside. It's like an outside event, and there's some torches, and that guy, the other guy that's in Vipowden Risty, the Mikko Poihonen guy, like that guy may be in other, like there's one of those guys that plays. He just has an acoustic band.
Yes,
it's just him and acoustic guitar. It may not be that guy, but he's definitely in that same like group with those guys that play shows, and he was playing that same show, but it was just him and an acoustic.
Yeah, I have listened to that. I cannot pronounce it. I've listened to that guy's acoustic project before. It's great stuff. It's all I was gonna say before is that this stuff is it's folk music at a certain extent. It's there's this like nationalist spirit that even if you don't speak the language, you just can feel it through the passion in his voice behind these lyrics.
Oh yeah.
I think it's so cool that you go from a project like Clandestine Blaze that is utterly nihilistic and there's no positivity behind any of that shit to go to from that to this, and even like talk about a project like Grunt, which we could get into next. He's very versatile.
Yeah.
Very, very, very versatile. He's not like a one trick pony where it's like he can write very well in all of these different genres, and it does not feel like a gimmick. He's like truly immersed himself in all these various scenes, which I think is really, really cool. What did I call him? He's like the Svengali of the underground.
Yeah.
He's like a Renaissance man. He has his arms in almost every single facet that you can imagine in this underground subculture. So, I love Vipowden Risty. I listen to it all the time. It's really good music to run to. I don't know if anyone who listens to our show runs a little bit. I run on both treadmill and street running, and dude, this is especially like I wake up at like 5:30 and just run through the streets when there's no cars on the road. And this is some of the most powerful shit to listen to while you're running.
See, I like that with I feel that way, but it's like lifting with me. Like I like to lift to those guys and to to honor and and tragedy. Certain tragedy albums. It's just stuff that gets you pumped up, you know. But you have Vipowden Risty for sure, man. It gets your adrenaline flowing, you know, and it makes you wake up. You know, you feel alive. So it's good
more
stuff.
ways than one.
Yep. But cool, really good. What's up? You gonna say?
I was just gonna say, do you want to kind of talk on Grunt for a little bit?
I mean, I think we could. I think we mostly cover metal, but I mean, Grunt's important. I mean, I'm a huge Grunt fan. Grunt is also one of those bands where he's done so much that I can't get super excited about every time something comes out because like it's just gonna be like another grunt album or another like power electronics album, which I have enough of. But Grunt has got so much stuff, and he's been doing that since '93. Which doing power electronics in Finland in '93 is fucking that's hard. You know what I mean?
That's some diehard shit.
That's the good shit.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, it's not the same as doing it in Sweden or other parts of Europe, you know, or England. But yeah, Grunt is definitely iconic. I love Grunt. I think it's great. They're not. I will say I like other stuff from Finland that is more noise based than Grunt. But Grunt has some fantastic stuff. Like the split he did with Taint is one of my favorite. Schoolyard Bruises. That shit is fucking incredible. Anything like Taint is just godly. You know, R.A.P. But
Seer of Decay too, legendary.
yeah, Seer of Decay is absolutely, man. What's the one where it says something of steel? Is it Installation of Steel? Myth of Blood is really fucking good, man. That one is that one came out in 2015 and it was kind of under the radar, but it is fucking incredible. It's a dark album, and the one right after that came out in the same year, Sacrosanct Imperium. That one was pretty fucked up too. It's got like a Japanese nurse. Well, I'm only guessing that it's Japanese because I don't know, power electronics. They love
It's usually
Japan.
Japanese, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
This is all newer stuff, but like Swarm of Parasites was really good, and man, I gotta find that one. It's Castrate the Illusionist. He put out a lot of really good albums that were like really strong full lengths. Like they did Castrate the Illusionist, Spiritual Eugenics. That's still not the one I'm trying to find though. It's like I think it's called Installation of something. Fuck. It's very, very. Oh, Installation of Blood and Steel. That came out in 2005. That one is fucking great, man. And I have the CD of that. It originally came out on cassette and then LP, and I would kill to have a fucking vinyl version of that. But I have the CD version, and it is really, really fucking good, man. I think that's a good starting place if anybody was not familiar with Grunt. And one of the coolest things about some of the old power electronic stuff is they'll put the gear they used, and he just used it says he used a Tascam Porta Studio, a couple of pedals and some microphones, and it says no editing, no synth, no computer. That's the shit,
super,
dude. I fucking love stuff like anytime anybody does that, immediate fucking respect, man. So like that's a good place to start if people aren't familiar with that style of music and you want to get into it. And then the other ones that I mentioned in quick succession just a second ago. But,
yeah, I was gonna. I just wanted to speak on them a little bit because in terms of a project like Grunt, especially in someone who's not really immersed in the power electronics or noise scene, it can be overwhelming to be like, where the fuck do I start with this? I was gonna ask, do you have any of the Freak Animal zines?
Are you talking about the ones that were like
the compilations? Porn? Well, there's those, but there's also just like
I don't think that was called that wasn't Freak Animal. I don't know if that was. You know what I'm talking about, right? That might have been called.
Was it Special Interests?
Special interest. The Freak Animal zine.
They came out in the 90s. I think they started coming out in the 90s.
I have the Northern Heritage ones.
Yeah, there's those, but there's like Freak Animal zine, and they came with like CD comps. Like the one I'm looking at is Freak Animal number 11. Had like Condom, Mersbow, Grey Wolves, Taint.
I would have to say, man, dude, I have so many fucking zines. Like, it's ridiculous. Let me look this up. If I saw the art, I would know. I used to be heavy into zines when, I don't think so, man. I'm looking at these. I don't think I ever had these. I had the
I think the Special Interest one were more notorious or well known.
Yeah, like I had the porn ones, but they had nothing to do with music. It was just pornographic magazines. So, okay, yeah, I did have this one. I'm looking at this one, the magazine for power electronics and noise. Yeah, I had this one, and this may have been the only one that I had. Is
that the one with the gas mask on the cover?
Yeah. Condom, Mersbow, Grey Wolves, Taint, Desk. Yeah, I had this one, but I that may have been the only one I had. I'm just looking at pictures of the covers. I definitely remember that one.
I was just curious, yeah, because it
find
seems
the other
like he's been prolific for, I mean, stretching back into the '90s with all.
Well,
this
that's
shit.
the thing is like he was doing zines too. You brought up how good the graphic design was, and he's good at graphic design because he's been doing zines from back in the day too. You know that, and like before it was like it's easy to do. Anybody can do graphic design these days. I mean, you can still be bad at it, but you can get by with minimal knowledge in a free program. But back then, it wasn't as easy. You know, like they didn't even call it that in high. I took a class in high school called desktop publishing, where it was the integration from analog to digital graphic design. And
yeah, they still offered. They still had classes like that when I started going to college.
Yeah, and like now it's just like they don't even need to offer it. I mean, you can go to art school and learn, but they're like, man, this is like kind of it's like almost considered rudimentary. It's kind of like people like okay, so I really like photography. I used to have a really nice camera, and I fucking I let a friend of mine borrow it. We stood out in the parking lot, smoked cigarettes, and flipped the bird after a show. And I left it on the back of my car when he gave it back to me, and I drove off, and I didn't realize till the next day that I didn't have it. And I was like, God damn. And then, like, I didn't have money, like, extra money to buy a new camera. And then somebody a few years ago was like, why do you want to buy a camera? You have an iPhone. They're like, why do you want to buy a camera? You have a great camera, like, in your pocket. But I still like the idea of a camera, like a nice camera. And I wish I could work with film. I don't have that, but, like, you know, you used to have to do digital photography and then edit it. And I think he did a lot of that. And he may have done, film as well if he was working with some of the other stuff. But yeah, there's a reason why all that stuff looks good. It's because he was kind of forced to do it all himself, which I respect. You know, that's true underground shit. So
yeah, it's like not waiting around for someone to do it for you. It's just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna figure out how to do it myself.
That's the genesis of a lot of that. I'm impatient myself. Well, we both are, dude. Like when we started this thing, we were like, you know, like we don't want to work. We don't want to wait on other people doing shit. And the first conversation when we were talking about the doing the podcast, we were like we were just trying to feel each other out, like on what we were doing. It's like, okay, good. This guy's actually motivated. Like I was afraid. We were both afraid that the other one was gonna be like, man, is this guy gonna fucking like just
flake out,
lay around, flake out, not do shit, you know, like I have to wait forever to get back on stuff. But no, it's like boom, boom, boom. So it's hard to find that, you know, and you get tired of waiting on people. So you just figure out how to do shit yourself, which is the best way to do things anyway. If you don't have the means and you have the agency to do it, then do it yourself and just carve your own path. You know, that's the best way. So, because ultimately, if you're starting from scratch and you have the time to do something and you figure it out yourself, you end up finding like your own signature style in that way. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. It's like, oh, I don't know how to do this, so I'm going to use the tools that I have to do my own thing. And then you eventually get better with repetition. It's just like anything else you do. You know, it could be with art, with music, with photography, with, you know, fucking building things or working on cars. You know, the more you do it, the better you get. So you're forced to work with limitations at first, and then your strength grows, and then you figure it out, you know. So, and I'm sure that's what he did. The only thing is, like, this guy's stuff has looked great since fucking day one. so he's like, that's where the Svengali
I mean, that
of it
scene
all.
cover still looks. I mean, it looks better than half the fucking.
Oh yeah,
shit
man.
I see these days.
Yeah.
So he was doing that in the '90s, which is awesome. Yeah, like there's there's always been people that I'm sure you know people like this that they always are like, yeah, man, once I get my shit together, once I get my band together, we're gonna finally record our demo. The demo's been coming for 12 years.
Yeah,
it's been a work in progress for like a decade.
You're never gonna get your shit together. You're never gonna get you're never gonna get your room fixed up, and you're never gonna score. To quote Beavis and Butthead, like oh man, just wait, big things coming. Can't say much right now, but just wait, wait till I get Oh man, I'm gonna save up. Wait till I get my demo, man.
Well, I'm convinced people say that just to gauge interest and just see if it's worth doing.
No. I think it's dumber than that. I think that's what it is. and they also want to be like, I want to seem interesting, but I think the people that say that stuff are so stupid. They don't actually want, they don't have the foresight to think. They don't want to gauge interest. That's too intelligent. They're like, oh, I want to say this so people, you know, like they,
I'm a
instead of
musician.
saying, yeah, they just want you to know that, like, oh, I'm interesting. I got stuff going on. But like, dude, anytime anybody ever says big things coming, can't say much right now, there's never a follow up, dude. There's never a follow up. And what it is somebody said, hey man, dude, I want to set up a fucking, man, I think I want to set up a show in your town, man. And I'm in this band who's like a Z-level fucking death metal band. It's got 2 albums out, but you really like them and they're popular on social media. So, man, we're going to come through your town and like, man, you guys should fucking open up for us. Really, man? You think we could fucking open up for Incantation? Maybe, man. Maybe we can open up. We're on tour with Incantation right now. Maybe. And, man, if you want to do session bass, you can. Oh, man. So I'm going to go to my social media. Big things coming, man. Can't say a lot right now, dude. I'm not supposed to say much, but, dude, it's going to be cool. Without fail, everything falls apart.
Yeah,
Nothing ever happens. Band doesn't come.
Yeah.
You're not going to do anything. Nothing ever happens. Shut the fuck up. Go home.
Those
Like,
are the people I like to call them born to lose motherfuckers.
Yeah, dude.
It seems like nothing, they can do nothing successfully, ever.
Yeah.
It always ends up in some kind of disaster.
Yeah, they're stoked to be involved in something and it never happens. And they don't have anything. And dude, some of those people are in their 50s and they've been doing that since they were like 18. And it's in like 30 years of big things coming. And they never said anything and nothing ever happened, dude. And you know, if you said something, maybe you could network with some people and make some things happen. Those are people that also sit on their hands and wait for shit to happen. Big things come, man. I'm gonna wait. My band's good. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to be asked to open up for fucking Mayhem next time they come through, man. My band should open up for Mayhem. They're gonna come through and we're gonna open up for them, man. I met them one time, man. It's just shut the fuck up. You were born to lose. Fuck off.
Yes, the contingent of low IQ metal people, which I would say is 95% of people who are into metal, they're fascinating specimens because you'll talk to them and you're like, yeah, wow, what are you getting out of this music? Like,
Yeah.
really, like, why are you into this? You should not be. You accidentally found something cool at one point.
Ugh.
I've
noticed
just like the death metal scene and the black metal scene, especially like I think especially nowadays, definitely the death metal scene. But death metal scene's always kind of been like that.
They're all self-important with social media too. They think everybody cares. And what I've noticed, this is a new discovery. Me and our mutual friend discovered with a couple other ones. This is getting scientific now. We've noticed that a lot of these people have a negative Canthal. Is it Canthal or Cathal?
Oh, the
negative
eyes.
Canthal tilt.
Yes.
Like, notice how many people that are like that have the negative Canthal tilt, man. Like, there's a guy that we make fun of now, and like he's one of these guys. He plays in some shitty death metal. I'm gonna look up Canthal first. Is it Canthal? Negative Canthal tilt. He plays in some shitty tech death metal band. And they're not very popular, but they were on a bigger label. People don't give a shit. Like Melanie Loves Death Metal probably maybe had their stuff. Who knows? But it's not like dark or anything. Well, he's doing like these videos now where he's like, I'm going to do a playthrough of my shitty band. And then he like plays his guitar parts. And then he offers this like, he just pontificates on like, this is what it really means. Like, if you want to have tone in death metal, like, or what do you think about this? Let me know in the contents. But the dude has such a harsh fucking NCT that he's just hard to take. He just looks like a drooling fucking Neanderthal, dude. And like so many people that like big things coming, they have negative Canthal tilt vibes.
Yeah, that's a shared phenotype between
it's
all
so
of them.
bad, dude.
It's
like,
interesting.
and the thing is you can't help how you're born. But at the same time, it's like, man, you look fucking stupid, and you look like you're about as shallow as a puddle, man. And like if your biggest part of your day is getting people to like a video where you're playing guitar and explaining your own shitty riffs that no one cared about when the band was active, like that's pretty low IQ, man. Why don't you do something else with your energy? It's so bad. I just think that the NCT thing is bad. It's like a code now. Like
Yeah,
my
NCT,
friend will
yeah,
send me a
that's-
text, be like, he's like, peep the NCT, man.
That is good because that's a perfect way of putting it. Yeah, because they do all have kind of like a shared phenotype, which is interesting.
It's terrible, man. It's like, what the fuck is wrong
What do
with
they call
you?
it? Phrenology, where you measure the skull. It's like a modern day version of phrenology.
Yeah, but it's I don't get that. It's like beyond tater. It's like beyond potato, dude. It's like
Yeah, tatered out IQ.
It's like sentient. It's like sentient potato. It's like one level up from totally stupid. Like you're vaguely aware, but you're still fucking vacant, and you think what you have to say is relevant. And
but those are the guys keeping these metal record labels afloat because they'll buy
which is terrible.
$200 worth of styro a week.
Yeah, they'll buy $200 worth of Melanie Loves death metal styro and then not get it, and they're so angry and
they're so stoked.
Yeah, they're so stoked to get her like crystal clear mixed with like beer yellow print of like some shitty like D-level Dark Descent band. Like 2026 repress.
The $20 spin exclusive vinyl variant.
Yeah, dude. It's like, oh, what? You're stoked on that? Like, man, as I get older, I'm like, I'm gonna wait for a few days and then see if I still want this. And then a lot of times, like, I don't really want that. It's like it's the Goyam effect. It's the fucking shiny object, buy it now consumer. You know, like some stuff when you just know a band it's not gonna do wrong, you can just buy it. But like a lot of times you should probably wait, you know. And like these people just buy anything.
Like
they feel like
they
feel like they have to buy it. Like, oh, I was told that I'm supposed to like death. They're reissuing this really shitty album that they put out that a lot of people really like. It's also safe politically, and there's nothing bad, and I can safely post it on Instagram, and people will touch the screen. So that'll give me dopamine. And oh my God, someone just dropped a fire emoji. I'm great success. Like that's how deep these people are. It is fucking terrible. That is sad, dude. It is fucking sad.
Yeah, but I would say that is a large contingent of the metal community these days.
Oh yeah,
they exist solely for that one Instagram post where the whole purpose of buying those records is to make that post or make that video.
Yeah.
And then it's completely useless after that.
Of course, it's
like the vinyl transcends any sort of use in their life. It's not like they're gonna listen to it. They're just gonna sit on their shelf.
So I got two things. Same topic. Okay, so there are so many people on Instagram, and their entire fucking page is just pictures of records, and it's in the exact same spot. You can tell they have it staged. It's in the exact same spot, and it's just a record. And like I made a joke Instagram page a few years ago where I would just take screenshots of just people, not their names, but just people's pages of those repeated, and I would just post those. Me and our mutual friend did that, and people got so fucking mad. Like, you don't have those. Like that's. I was like, oh, I'm glad to get these in my collection. Like that's not your collection. Like, yeah, it is, dude. It's on the picture. This is my collection. But no, the other. It's so pointless. Like so many people have those. Like no one cares, dude. So what I thought about doing now, this is actually genius, and one of you motherfuckers is going to do this, and man, you better give me some fucking points on this if you make it happen. I think I should do it. I want to start a business where you have all these records, and you have famous records, and you have all genres. There's no limit to what you can get, and you rent out the records. So you rent a record to someone just so they can go and take a picture of it in their house, and then they mail it back to you. And then it's like people that like rent clothes and rent anything else.
That's
so you can rent our records to boost your social media.
Rent your records,
yeah. Like they just all they want is the upcomies, dude. They just want the fucking likes and the updoots and the heckin' upcomies, so they can. That's the high point of their life is getting their fucking Instagram analytics and see, oh man, oh someone liked this, like ugh, like that's sad, dude. Do something else with your life. Like, listen to your records, man. It doesn't have to be on vinyl. You're just gonna listen to it on a Crossley fucking shit thing you got at Kroger anyway, and like with a plastic needle. Like you're not an audiophile.
Scratching
just
up all the records.
yeah, dude. Like you're not an audiophile just because you buy a lot of shit. You know, like you don't have a family, you don't have a child, you haven't done anything meaningful with your life.
But
you
also,
just
if you're
spend
listening
all of
to
your
like,
money.
if you're listening to modern vinyl pressings, it's all digital compressed shit anyway.
It's
so
terrible.
there's no point.
It's all awful. And it's like they have that, and there is no difference in collecting plastic. All the people that used to collect Funko toys now collect plastic circles. That's all it is. It's the same energy as collecting. Like we used to call it the Funkofication of the Metalverse.
Yeah.
Like it's just you're collecting. Instead of like action figures, they're just melted down and flattened, and they have colorful stuff on them, and they've got trinkets, and you've been sold. You know?
My buddy says he always says more fodder for the landfill when you die.
Yeah.
Your family's just gonna chuck it into the fucking garbage.
Yeah, dude. It's just your family doesn't care about your fucking your Chuck Schuldiner fucking records, dude. Like your fucking Crystal Kingdoms or whatever that shit he did is fucking
Crystal Mountain or whatever.
Control denied or whatever.
Yeah, Control denied. Control denied. Yes.
No one cares about your Grip Inc. record. Like with Dave Lombardo from Slayer played on this. Yeah, dude. After Slayer was irrelevant. Well, no, Slayer was like 90. Yeah, Slayer was irrelevant, and like Dave Lombardo did it. Like that doesn't mean you have to collect it, dude. Like why are you collecting that? Because someone told you to. Like it's cool. Like, ugh.
Well, these record labels are really scraping the bottom of the barrel now. They're like, okay,
man,
repressed everything. Now, what else is there?
Yeah, it's the same thing with movies, dude. Like,
yes,
there's no good movies.
Yep, all these boutique record or Blu-ray labels are now like scraping. They're looking for anything. Like, this shitty Jess Franco movie that from 1973 that literally no one cares about. We're gonna do an exclusive slipcase for it, and all of a sudden the Soyum all over Instagram to go.
The Soyum.
Yeah, it's my new favorite movie. You've never. First of all, fuck off. You've never heard of Joe D'Amato. You've never heard of Ruggero Deodato. You've never heard of Jess Franco. You've never heard of Umberto Lenzi. You don't know any of these fucks. But since these Blu-ray companies, these boutique labels put them out, all of a sudden they're your favorite. You've never heard. Okay, so sorry, I'm gonna go on a little.
No, you're fine, man. I love it.
So, Severin Films, who they do great work, but several years ago they put out an Andy Milligan box set, dude. But prior to that, I guarantee you, and of course the box set sold out immediately. I would say 95% of the fucks who spent the $200 on that Andy Milligan box set had never heard of Andy Milligan prior to them announcing that, but they had to buy it. They had to drop $200 because they go, it's the stupid FOMO effect where it's I can't be the one who doesn't have the Andy Milligan box set. Oh my god! I
need to have the appearance of fitting in and knowing what's cool.
Exactly.
And it's like you said, they'll release some tragic fucking unknown piece of shit, and they'll polish the turd and make it look really nice, and then they'll say, oh, this is a collector's item, but the movie is garbage. It was garbage when it came out, and like. It's actually not good. Like it's not that. It's just not like an opinion. Like it's just a bad movie.
Yeah, objectively.
But
horrible.
they're like they just want to be like, oh, this is the new thing. But they'll be like, oh man, have you seen that? Oh, it's their new release. Oh, this must be good. And they're gonna get it. They're gonna post it on Instagram. They're never gonna watch it. And when they watch it once, be like, oh yeah, I do like this. And then they're like, a couple of years later, they're gonna be like, man, this is collecting dust. Did I even like this? And they're gonna watch it like, oh, it was just FOMO. I'm a FOMO homo. Like it's just fucking terrible, dude. It's so, and it's everywhere, and like movies are getting bad. I'm starting to feel sorry for movie stars, quote unquote, because there used to be some really talented ones, and they're doing nothing now. And like this is a really bad example. It's just the most recent thing that I saw today. There was an old movie. I think it's Hocus Pocus, and it has like it has that. No, okay, so it's not that one. It's the other magic one. It's got the blonde broad that was from Australia that was married to Tom Cruise. Nicole Kidman.
Practical Magic.
Practical Magic. Yeah, there's a Practical Magic.
I can't believe it. We're talking about Practical Magic.
No.
Awesome.
It's just it's a perfect. Awesome. It's a perfect example, dude. Like no one wants that. No one wants a part 2. And it's the same thing with that tranny movie that came out. The what's the one? It was like the one with Jamie Lee Curtis. She's the tranny. It's like where they
Halloween?
switch. No.
Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday 2. Like and they go back. But now, oh, guess what the script is this time? Now they have kids, so their kids get switched. It's like the same formula. Like, there are no good movies anymore, man.
No.
And,
it's time
and
to
maybe,
time to close up shop on Hollywood. For real.
and like there's are some people that are truly like talented, but like they don't have any work. And for a while there, they had no fucking choice but to pick which comic universe they wanted to go to.
Oh
And,
yeah.
you know, are you going to be part of? Are you going to be a DC property or a Marvel property? And that's so fucking. That is so bad. Like Benedict Cumberbatch, like being in a Marvel movie. Like I used to respect that guy before he was in a fucking Marvel movie, dude. He's like, oh,
man,
he's Doctor.
Dude, they
Dr.
all sold out.
Yeah, fucking Dr. Goisberg or whatever wizard he was, and they're all like some minor character. Like there's some new franchise they're doing with Green Lantern. It's called Lanterns. It's like a TV show,
that.
and it's got the guy from some football show that used to be on a long time ago, like Friday Night Lights or some shit like that. Like he's in it, and some black guy, because they got to show racial diversity, and well, we can have a black superhero too, and he's passing the torch. It's like, why are you doing this? Like, who's gonna watch that? And they've got all these fake reviews, like stunning, a cinematic masterpiece. No, it's not, dude. It's not fucking good. It's gonna be fucking terrible. I'm not gonna watch it. You shouldn't either. No one watches that shit except for cattle. Maybe they are. Maybe people are just fucking stupid and they will watch that because there's nothing else to consume. But you know this about me. We've been talking about it for the past couple of weeks. I just rewatched The Sopranos, start to finish, my third time. Flawless show. It had a few things that were bad here and there. Great show. Great cast. Even the bad people that get on your nerves, they're still fucking good.
They
like
serve
Tony,
a purpose. They're not just they're not just poorly written for no reason.
Yeah, like Tony's sister is fucking. Go ahead.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. It's like even Janice has redeeming shit about her, and
exactly.
you understand why she's annoying too.
Yeah,
which is why
like Janice. She looks like fucking Johnny Headland from goddamn Unleashed. I think I texted you like 2 a.m.
She looks
about
like Messiah Berkelund from
Candlemass.
Dude.
But like she's so bad. I hated her so many times, but now it's like, oh, I actually appreciate Janice now because like it's better than anything else coming out. And like, so I finished that. Great show. It's fucking flawless. It's so
Sopranos
good.
Home Movies is the best episode. I'll say that.
It's so good. Yeah, that's like
favorite.
last season. That's like the last season too,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And like, to my diet, like the things I was eating was so bad for like a week or two because like, man, I was eating sandwich and like fucking like all the sandwiches and fucking.
Dude,
I never
definitely-
eat pasta or deli
Me neither.
sandwiches. I went like 3 times, dude. I went to this Italian place. I got eggplant parmesan, a sandwich, and I think I got some baked ziti. I was like, man, this show's a bad fucking influence. I never eat this
absolutely.
shit, dude.
Yeah, I don't really eat Italian either, but every time I rewatch The Sopranos, I always
dude,
start
you got to
eating
get a
the fucking
sandwich.
cold cuts and the sandwich, the eggplant parm, the baked ziti, all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah. But man, so I finished that, and then I started watching The Wire, another fantastic show. And like that's one of those shows where like you can be like, oh, it's a black show with black people. No, dude, that's a cop drama, and it's fucking good. Everybody in that show is fantastic.
Well, it's about
It's brutal and it's real.
My favorite season of The Wire is where they focus on the docks. I think is that
Yeah, that's season 2. Yeah.
That's my favorite.
And it's really, really bleak. But dude, the actors they pull out for that one, I forget one of the main guys. I forget. I'm actually just about to go into the first episode of the second season. I forget where this guy's from. He was in this other show on Showtime with Claire Danes. God, this sounds so gay talking about this like this, but the show was really good. But anyway, he's in that season, and they had the guy from Kids, the main guy that spreads AIDS in Kids. He was in the first season. He was like buddies with Bubbles, the first season of The Wire. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, what was that kid's?
Bubbles is the black guy, and and this other kid was white, and they were both heroin addicts, and he gets beat down for they were making counterfeit $10
Leo
bills.
Fitzpatrick is the actor's name.
Yeah, but man, both those guys are great. The guy that plays Bubbles, he's so fucking good, man. The guy Michael K. Williams, R.A.P. Like the guy that played fucking
Omar.
Omar, yeah, what a fantastic fucking actor, man. And like the people that you hate on that show, they're good because you're hating them because they're acting. But like now it's like, oh, I hate this character, and that's the one you're supposed to like, man. It's like fucking trash. Like nothing.
Yeah, I don't think
know,
HBO would be capable of making a show like The Wire or The Sopranos.
No,
these days, because the writing talent just doesn't exist.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, it checks all the boxes. You know, it's black people. You know, it like because that's all they care about now. They care about checking boxes, and it's like, oh, it's black people. You know, sorry to ruin it for everybody, but you find out pretty quick. The fucking Omar's gay. You know, like so you know, there you go. You got representation. You can't fucking do that now, though. They'd say it was offensive somehow. But what a great fucking show, man. And that's what I've had to resort to go to sleep to, is because there's nothing else. You can't watch television.
No.
I don't want to watch a movie because it's too, you know, like, okay, so I tried to watch The Beyond the other night. I just went to sleep like 10 minutes later. So it served its purpose, but I also want to like relax for a little while, you know? And
well,
like
The Beyond is like all those Italian movies are so like, yeah, because I used to fall asleep to like Zombie and The Beyond, House by the Cemetery, all those Fulci movies. They're so, which sounds fucking nuts, but there's almost like there's such a dreamlike quality in those movies that
especially
I don't find
The Beyond.
I don't find them scary. They're almost like relaxing. They
dude,
put
I
you into
dare
like a
you.
trance.
I challenge you to try to stay away. It's like stay up past an hour past the hour you normally go to sleep, and try to finish The Beyond. If you can make it through the last 30 minutes and not start dozing off, you're a fucking tyrant, dude. Because that shit is so dreamy when they're walking through The Beyond. It's all.
I know.
I'm always out
And
like
their
a
eyes
fucking
are
light,
white.
dude.
I love
Yeah,
that
dude.
part.
It's so killer, man. But like,
dude, my favorite part of The Beyond is when he's hesitant to like shoot the spider, but he doesn't hesitate to blow the brains out of that girl.
yeah, dude. It's like no question, no qualms. Not a qualm was given, dude.
Dude, that's one of the best effects ever when her head just fucking explodes and you can see the smoke coming out. It's so good.
So good.
That shit must have been so shocking back then.
Oh yeah. I mean, God,
it's shocking now.
I mean, I can't go because I want to relax to something. You know, I want to relax and enjoy something, and like, not that I don't enjoy that, but I feel like it deserves more of my attention than that. I want to watch some proto Goyslop, you know, because like The Wire and Sopranos aren't Goyslop. Like it's premium television, as they used to say. But like, I'm running out of shit, man. Like, because like you can't watch movies anymore. Like after The Beyond, I'm gonna watch American Werewolf in London because our mutual friend that I was visiting over the weekend, he reminded me of a very, very interesting werewolf scene in that movie. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's a dream sequence and the guys,
the Nazi werewolves.
The werewolves are dressed. Yeah, dude, I completely forgot about that. And so I gotta. That's next up on the thing to watch.
Yeah, that movie's awesome. I love that.
I used to hate it when I was a kid because I thought it was kind of goofy. But now I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be more like The Howling because I loved The Howling when I was younger. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of tongue in cheek. But it is really, really good. American
The Howling,
great.
Different. It's definitely Joe Dante. Shout out the definitely a different vibe. I think that might be Joe Dante's best, in my opinion.
Howling,
but yeah, between that or Gremlins or Matinee.
Yeah.
I like Matinee too. But
all those are great.
The American Werewolf in London is like one of those I can if I'm flipping through the channels and that movie is on, that's one of the, no matter where it is, I can finish watching it just because it's one of those endlessly watchable movies. There's not a single boring moment in that whole film.
There's a lot of horror movies that are like that aren't quite fully scary. Like I'm the same way with that movie Silver Bullet. It's got the
Stephen King movie, is it Gary Busey and the kid with the wheelchair?
I don't know if Gary Busey's in. It's got the guy that was in People Under the Stairs, and he was in Twin Peaks as well. The black
Gary Busey is in it. Oh, Everett McGill.
I think so. I love that actor. He's fucking terrifying. He has
like a very intense looking face.
Yeah, he was so good in People Under the Stairs. That's a great fucking movie.
Yeah, when he's chasing the girl around with the shotgun and the gimp suit.
Yeah. Oh,
Shit's so sick.
and like it's when you start to really figure out what's going on in that house, like it's so fucking terrifying. But yeah, he plays the priest in Silver Bullet, and yeah, I guess Gary Busey is the dad or whatever. And is it Corey Haim? Yeah, he's in it. And it was like before he was like run through and fucking exploited, and but he was in it, and Stephen King, so I like that movie a lot. And but yeah, like I get it. There's definitely some movies that are like that where you can just pick it up right there. They don't make movies like that anymore. It's fucking terrible. And I don't think that's a thing where it's like old men say this. I think that's just how it is. Like people still go to the theater. I pass a couple theaters every day. One is a fucking ghost town. I don't even know if they show movies there anymore. Every week that goes by, there's more and more electric vehicle outlets.
Charging stations.
In the park. Yeah, charging stations. But like those aren't even that popular anymore. Like there's never anyone using them. But like there's a big mall that's got a really nice theater, but like people always get shot there now, and it's like a super cosmopolitan mall, but like you can't go there if you're under 18 now. They card to go in that mall now because so many people just get like violenced.
But yeah, like, those vibrant youths are showing up.
Vibrant youths. My future fucking like engineers go there. It's like I don't know, but like, and then the one near me, the closest one to my house, they always have people there, but like they're smart and they show older movies on like certain days and stuff like that. But like, and then like around Halloween they'll play The Exorcist, not The Exorcist, but fuck, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it is The Exorcist. They'll play it's just shit like that, you know. They'll play old horror movies and classics, but man, like these movies that come out, they're fucking garbage, dude. Like we talk about this all the time because we love them so much, but it's so fucking sad. Like I miss going to the movies, dude. I would pay the money to go if they had it, but I just don't understand what the fucking push behind it is. You know, you'd think they'd
want to make the money,
but they've put it all into like television and all these shows to consume.
Yeah, now people are hating on the TV. It's like they can't. I think they're just gonna stop making shit.
They should, man. People should go outside and build things with their hands and make children and have relationships with people the same color as you. You know, like don't fucking do all this other stuff, man. Like God, it's fucking and it's a good thing. It's good to turn off television. It's good to not consume that stuff. But it also is important to have things that you enjoy. You can't say I don't watch movies ever. Never watch movies unless it's, you know, in the context of Kenneth Anger, like that post you sent the other day where it's like the worst thing
movies
ever.
Movies are evil.
Yeah, movies are evil.
It was a dark day for mankind.
You do need things to take your mind off the day, you know, just like books and movies and music. There's nothing wrong with that. You just have to be careful in what you consume. But this stuff is
spiritual
trash,
poison.
Dude.
So I'll say this. So most of the people who
good way to put it.
Yeah, the modern day horror fans specifically, and I've been kind of ever since we did that film episode, I've been kind of revisiting a lot of my favorite horror movies, just because, you know, I love that shit. I'm not gonna lie, I love horror and exploitation films.
Yeah,
really really interested in that subject matter. But I'm endlessly fascinated by the current wave of people who make up the we talk about the metal community, dude.
Oh,
if you think the metal community is fucked, it's the horror community. That is completely and utterly fucked, and it's completely it's being completely subverted, and there's almost no one who's in it is actually, from what I can tell, intelligent.
No.
They're basically people who are just going along with whatever trendy social norm is the talk of the day. But what I was going to say is that most of these people should stay far, far away from horror movies because they're spiritual poison, and they don't have their IQ is not high enough to understand what the subversion could possibly be doing to their mental state. And I think that's why a lot of these people are so fucking miserable and have their lives.
Well, they're degenerates too, man.
Yeah,
they're absolute. They don't know where to draw the line. They don't know where to turn it off. Be like, okay, this is not real, but they want to live that shit all the time, and then they make posts that say like, big things coming. Can't say much right now.
It's exactly those.
And
types.
Big news is they're gonna play a zombie or a spook at a haunted house maybe this year, but they didn't get the part because of whatever else. Some other girl was hot, so
yeah, they're thinking about auditioning next year.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about auditioning.
Yeah, ugh. And they're still gonna go, and then when they do go, all they're gonna do is tell everybody, "I was gonna do this, I was supposed to do this, but like it didn't work out." Yeah, I know. It's just ugh. Yeah, the horror community has been bad for years, man. Like it's the
terrible.
same vibe. Like those guys are also the people that collected the Funkos and now like vinyls. They call it vinyls. They're like chubby dudes with beards, and they're like none of them are over like 5'2", and they're really before that they were into craft beer. Like they're a craft beer guy. Like
It's
nothing
crazy
wrong with
all those dudes just they just at some point in their lives, pretty recently, I guess, in their lives, they decide that they're into this stuff. Where it's like, I guess their algorithm just decided to show them horror movies and death metal in the same year, and they go, "Oh, that's." I guess they completely do a 180 and reinvent themselves and show up and start getting shitty tattoos and start wearing the shitty death metal shirts and grow out a beard and whatever. They work at a brewery.
Yeah,
those guys are a dime a dozen now. It's crazy.
And they pretend to like respect the old stuff, but they like didn't have a VHS player before the new one that came out that you can get like on Amazon that like is a new VHS player. Like for retro
insane.
reasons. Like they've got a gigantic. Okay, there's nothing now. This is showing my age. I don't own a Blu-ray player. I don't want to. I'm gonna have to eventually. But like they have like they have a sick fucking Blu-ray collection. Now that's been replaced with vinyl, but they're like, "Oh yeah, I've got that on Blu-ray. Got that on Blu-ray." Like, but they were like,
that's
really
why I sold
but it's like
all
trash.
my Blu-rays. Yeah,
it's all
I sold
trash.
all my Blu-rays like probably about 7 years ago. I got rid of all of them just because I was like, I want nothing to do with this.
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, I don't have the means to watch something that would appreciate it. Like I watch a lot of Blu-ray rips of like the Wire thing I'm watching now is like ripped from Blu-ray when I got it from Pirate Bay. Yeah. But like it's I don't know, like I think The Shout, which we talked about, did you tell me that it's coming out on, is that the one that's coming out on Criterion?
Yeah, Criterion's releasing.
But is it, I think it's only getting a Blu-ray release. Like, does Criterion even do DVD? Like I have that saved, but
yeah,
I know it's not coming out until October, but
sometimes they'll do like in the set, it'll be like the Blu-ray and DVD are included, but
I don't know. Like here to go right here. I just found that it says directed by. Oh, that's it. I think I looked it up. It doesn't say on this thing I have as a reminder, but I looked on their website and you can pre-order it.
Pre-order.
But it's like I think it might only I'll buy that DVD because the DVD I have is a fucking bootleg, and I'm pretty sure it's just the VHS transferred to DVD. And we talked about this in the Discord server. Like, those are actually pretty cool because I have some pretty old, personally valuable VHSs that I don't want to deteriorate, like Totus King and fucking Necromantic and stuff, like original VHSs, and I've transferred them to DVD just to save them, and that's something I collect. You know what I mean? That's a collection. It's small, but it means something to me personally.
No, that stuff is really cool to have.
It's not a collection just because, like, insert new death metal band that's popular right now or black. What's that Temu Borgir band? Worm
Yes.
Food? Yeah, that's like.
I can't believe people are falling for that. That's such a psyop.
Yeah, that dude is like. Didn't he come out and say like, "Oh yeah, I just want to pick something, I want to ape it completely, and it's on purpose, and it's just me paying homage." Like, he did something else before, and now he's like aping fucking.
Well, that band started off as it was like a doom band, but now they're doing like 1999 era like Dimmu Borgir shit.
Yeah,
and people are falling for it.
Yeah, totally.
There's guys our age that are falling for that shit, which is insane. It's like they love it. Better. You should know better, dude. Come on.
Yeah, I see you liking
have some
that.
Shame.
Like, that's the kind of that's very Melanie Loves Death Metal coded. Like she would get like the new Worm.
Falls
but
all
like,
over that.
That might be a little too harsh for her. It's not very friendly. Like, Like she's one of those people that credited Trevor Straynard as like a huge influence on why she got into extreme metal. She made it feel safe, a safe place to like that shit. But anybody that's in like, what's that other band that's like that? The fucking the dude, the bass player looks like a chick. He looks like a refrigerator. Frozen Soul.
Oh yeah.
Like that band, like they were very Trevor coded.
Well, it's like it's fake death metal.
Yeah, it's not
just
death metal. Like if you come, like that band came out with they have Frozen Soul, and they just like made the Icy Bear, like that old drink Icy, like made a logo. They put their logo and they put the Icy Bear, and it's like blue because ice is blue, and like that's so fucking gimmicky, dude.
Yeah,
it's
false. That's false metal. It's for what I call it's gas station core. Station core. It's exactly. Like people who exclusively eat food from gas stations. Like that's the type of band they're into. Yeah.
Like, what's your favorite potato chip?
Exactly.
Like what's your favorite goy slop, dude?
Those are the type of people that make me not want to drink energy drinks, but I still do. So fuck it. They're not going to take that from me. But yeah, it's energy drinks and chips. That's
my friend sent me a new Bang that I might have to actually try, dude. It's like
Bang,
some American.
Man, dude, talk about a brand that fell off.
Yeah.
That that brand had the world by the balls. They were like the first extreme energy drink, and they totally fell off.
Shit, I lost it. It has like an American flag on it. It's called like American Berry or something, dude. It has like lightning bolts in America. Which
is Decibel still a thing? Did they all get fired by Good Charlotte, which is hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear about that? All those metal
really
I think they bought Alternative Press and fired every single person who worked there, which is awesome.
Wasn't that guy Jewish?
Probably, yeah. But wait, who are you talking about?
One of the guys from Good Charlotte that owned all that shit.
Oh, probably.
It was an investment
kind of thing.
Exactly, but what
it seemed like a business move.
They gutted that. They're the they pulled a Gordon Gekko, and they're the corporate raiders of metal journalism. But they bought all those. I think they bought like Alternative Press and what is it? Invisible Oranges.
Yeah, that's great.
And they they fired every single person. So I think now our podcast has more reach than all those journalists, dude, because their platform got taken away. Now they've all ran to Substack, and they want you to pay $10 a month so you can listen or read them scribble their irrelevant bullshit about
no one cares.
Whatever XYZ.
The only reason they were doing that other shit is because it's easy. It's easy to consume. Substack takes like effort. You have to sign up for something. You can't just click a link and drop a fucking fire. I don't think there's fire emojis on Substack. No. I was actually going to do a Substack as a blog kind of thing. I'd been thinking about it. I was talking to our buddy about this last weekend. I had been thinking about doing one just completely anonymous and just give my thoughts on the underground and what it had become. And then you come along asking me to see if I was interested in doing the podcast, and this is what took the place of that. And it's a lot better because I don't know, it's easy to talk about this stuff, but yeah, Substack is a whole different thing. I don't, there's a couple of people I follow on Substack, but not a ton. Like I think it might just be 2. But yeah, that's gonna be really funny if all those journalists go to fucking Substack. No one cares, dude. No one fucking cares.
They're trying to get people to subscribe to their Substack, so that way they can write listicles about death metal bands.
You don't matter enough. You don't matter enough.
They don't.
These people don't matter enough, dude. It's fucking terrible. And I'm glad they're gone. Journalists are the enemy of the people, dude. It's terrible. It's all fucking propaganda. You're just looking at it from a different lens. You're looking at it through a lens of being excited for death metal, and instead of doing your own fucking your own research and putting in the fucking hours. You know what I mean? Like, that's why this music means something to us, because we put in the fucking time to do it, instead of just everything is instantly accessible now. So you didn't earn it. You didn't earn to have this fucking opinion. And I'm not saying it has nothing to do with age. There are plenty of people much younger than me that have earned their opinion, but a lot of people, they're just like, oh, I have this opinion and it's right, and I have this many followers, so it's automatically right. No, dude. No, you didn't earn that. You just read a consensus, and that's what you think. Like the people that say, like, Capricornus is a bad drummer. Okay, yeah, he's a bad drummer, but he's the best drummer. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't know what that means,
Oh, yeah.
then you don't deserve to fucking listen to black metal. You know what I mean? You don't
Yeah,
deserve to listen to death metal.
If you have to explain that to someone why Capricornus is a good drummer, no, technically not good, but he's also amazing, like you said.
Yeah.
If you have to explain that to someone,
explaining videos like Wyatt X him explaining. I'm gonna explain this to you. I'm gonna explain something 20 years after it's relevant because I just found it. You know, it's just it's sad, man. It's sad that that's what it's come to. That's what these people need for. I just don't know how people consume it. Like, I don't know. I can't even. I like some podcasts, but I can't just sit and listen in my office or in my house to a podcast. I have to be driving. But like these people that like watch J-Dog every day or watch anything, not just metal, but anything where they just sit on YouTube and consume someone else's opinion, like what's the draw? Because some people are diehard. They simp for that shit.
Well, they do, but what did our mutual friend call it? He said there's a lot of disability checks that get cashed while watching J-Dog's videos. He's playing in the background. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad. That's what it is, you know. And he tried to make fun of Vincent Locke. Like, did you see that picture of Vincent Locke? He was showing around the artist. He's like,
No. No.
he posted an old picture of himself when he was doing those paintings for Cannibal Corpse, and he posted on the picture. He's like, oh, so metal was always just like wiry armed nerds. They were always like this.
J-Dog said that?
No, our mutual friend said that to Vincent Locke. But maybe it was, dude. Like maybe everybody was fucking retarded, but like that guy's a fucking genius though. Like he didn't need to be fucking with that guy. But like I just don't understand.
Everyone.
I don't understand. I don't understand how people consume this stuff. It holds no interest to me to consume someone else's opinion. If it's like secondhand stuff, like you didn't create it, you have an opinion on it. It's like a live version of reading a review, which I never read reviews in zines, or maybe I read a few, but there'd be pages of zines, and it's all reviews. It's like, I don't fucking care, dude, because most of the time I disagreed with them. And it's like, now it's like, oh, well, I don't want to read. I want to watch this other dude. And like, oh, okay, well, he says it's cool. Maybe I'll give it a chance. So, I don't know, man, but it's bad. It's all the same thought process we're talking about. That's the same process of someone that will consume a Blu-ray, a new Blu-ray of a in its own era, it was irrelevant, and now they're putting a shiny packaging on it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's fucking ridiculous. All right. Anyway, this is like
for 3.5 hours almost.
Well, to be fair, we did tease this episode like a week ago, and then I was busy with work stuff, and then you were busy when we were gonna make it up. You were like, this weekend, and then like that totally
and then I totally fell off the face of the earth. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it was for a good reason. But then it made up. But do we need to cover anything else on topic? I mean,
no, I think we
did that.
I think we thoroughly discussed Mikko's work, at least
I do want to say two things that are completely unrelated, but we're related to us. Go to your fucking local arcade if you have one with old games and enjoy them. We are going to make a plan for a live event, which is probably just two dudes hanging out. Well, you know, if we ever do that, we do hang out and go to a fucking arcade, we should fucking do a live podcast. Or like, not live, but like in person. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, yes, absolutely.
Arcades are fucking cool. They are not nerdy. Coin op, whether you like fucking pinball or video game. I fucking love Mortal Kombat. I love fighting games. I love all that shit, dude. It's fucking cool. It's fun. It gets you out of the house, and it's killer. And it's not a PC game. And the last thing I was gonna say, I've been looking for a black on black patch for months. I would prefer a Sunwheel or something similar. Of just, if anybody knows where to get black on black embroidered patches where you can readily buy them. I don't want to make a custom one. I have something I need to put it on, and the one that is on it now is damaged. So if anyone has any fucking suggestions, I don't care where it's at in the world, but I don't mind going to shady places either. but I need a black on black patch. If anybody knows, I forget the place I got this from, and nobody else will print anything because it's too sketch. So anybody that makes, black on black patches, not metal, like militaria. So, but yeah, other than that, I got nothing.
Yeah, hit Rune up. Let them know in the comments if you have the black on black. I don't think I know anywhere that does that. I'll think about it.
The one I got is like a wolf's angle, but like it's damaged, and I gotta get it. I mean, I'm fine with another one of those, but it's impossible. People are all paranoid now, man. Like everyone's scared of something. But anyway, I have no idea what we're gonna talk about next time. Something interesting though. Like we've had some good ideas. Top 10s, top 5s. That would be cool, I guess.
Yeah, we've never done that. I think that would be cool to do like our top 10 releases of whatever, like year or subgenre or any.
Yeah, we should do subgenre. Year is a little too much. we could get that down to like death metal and black metal, and then maybe do like a top 5 of each. Because
that would be cool.
You like a lot of old death metal, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And death doom, like if you want to consider skepticism death metal, that's okay. You're gonna be like, well, it's doom, it's not anything like that. I think that would be a cool idea. People let us know though. We
I would
finally
almost
did
need like a separate list for that death doom shit. I could do like a black metal list and the death metal.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have some things to say about Thurgathon, and it's gonna be long-winded.
We should do a styro episode still. Oh, or a girlfriend metal episode, because people have some questions about that.
I think we should do styro girlfriend at the same time. I think that would be good because they're both equally lame. But styro has its qualities. But once something is girlfriend metal, it's
redeeming.
Gone, dude.
Yeah, there is redeeming styro.
Yeah, like there's stuff on Agonia that may be good. Probably not. But that's where styro bands, like if you start putting out styro like consistently, then you just need to go on to be on Agonia, because he's gonna print that styro, dude. He's gonna ship it all to Mexico and South America, and they're gonna fucking love it. And they're gonna be like, they have no qualms with buying bands with like the only original member is like the bass player, and he's like, and like everybody else is like new, and like,
and it's the band's like 14th album.
Yeah, dude. They've been around since like 87, like, this new Blood Gore Bone Butt is gonna fucking rule, dude. Oh man, I can't wait to get the new CD Agonia is putting out on vinyl.
Yeah, there's a village in Brazil that's really stoked to get that shit. When you go, whenever you look at a CD, you're like, who's buying this? It's like that's who's buying it.
It's all AI fucking artwork too. It's like terrible.
Yeah, boomers love the AI
like
art.
AI gore. It's the best, man. So. All right, man. With that, we will see you. We'll do it next time, and it'll be more consistent. It'll be in a couple of weeks.
Until then, see you.
antamaan kaiken elämän vaarallista elämää. Ei orjan roolia, vaan osana ikuista taistelua. Kulkuessa kirkkaat soinut loimuaa. Kädessä jokaisen uskollisen sotilaan. Kaikuu nimi toveriin, joka kohtaa.